Last we left off with the Bronze Toads.
That's us.
You guys had made your way out
Fuck.
of the vampire manor, and on your way out, decided to leave him,
Oh, so it is
Jonas.
a vampire.
I thought he was a werewolf, guys. My bad.
He never told us.
He turned into a bat.
I'm not entirely convinced.
Yeah,
After
I'm
you
gonna-
guys had escaped from the creepy,
Hey.
spooky house.
That's
never
way
saw
better.
him. Sam never saw him.
You guys had escaped from the creepy, spooky house and decided to leave Jonas
Wasn't
with a
that
parting
creepy?
gift, wrapped in flames.
It wasn't a gift. It was me being mean.
Yes, and immediately decided to fucking book it. Having pissed him off, though, you were harassed by bats and wolves for the better part of a few hours as you made your way back out of the forest and back toward Priest. This was after
With a
arrest,
corpse.
of course. With a corpse and a very not well Millerin. Once you guys had made it back to the borders of Priest, you found yourselves at the familiar checkpoint with the familiar checkpoint guards and had a bit of an altercation.
I don't know if I
As-
call it that.
A few wrong words were spoken that warranted a stripping and searching of Zelfer's belongings and a pat down. Zelfer was not happy with this, and you guys spent a good 20-30 minutes in real time, or not in game time, at this checkpoint, almost getting in a fight with an entire squad of guards, plus some,
It's
and
true.
a guard captain.
I completely complied. It's on them. They should have been nicer.
After Zelfer finally complied, mostly, you
After getting
guys,
his ass whooped first.
and after Sam had mentioned the name of he had mentioned a name.
Hashtag Illuminati.
He had mentioned a name that you guys the rest of you are unfamiliar with, that seemed to set the guard captain off, or at least changed his demeanor to some degree. And eventually, after Zelfer had mostly complied, he provided you with something to cover your cart so you weren't very visibly carting around a corpse.
There's a
through
corpse
the
in
city?
here, guys.
You guys made your way back and decided, going into Priest, you decided to head right to Widget's warehouse in hopes of finding, towards the end of this day, Waylon, to give him the bad news and the effects of his deceased brother. He had a bit of a meltdown, and when offered alcohol, rolled poorly on wisdom and decided to chug everything Six had offered him. And
Indeed.
we are going to return
Oh fuck.
as you well, another important detail, I'm sorry. As after you had given the news, he wanted to report this to the Grand Hall immediately. He wanted to head back and let officials know. After officials had been made aware, a strange group of cloaked figures came and took the cart. You did get Millerin out, but they took the cart. They took Hunar, or his corpse anyway, and left without much more to say, other than they appreciate the service you are about to do for priests. To which all of you were confused except for Sam.
Bitch.
With a lot of explaining to do and a very drunk Waylon.
I'm back.
And well done. With a very drunk halfling and a very exhausted drow. As the sun has set and you, in the darkness of dusk, you guys make your way back to the Gobble Inn. And this is where we're picking up. We can either pick up on your way there or as you arrive. Does anyone have anything to do or say on your way back to the Gobble Inn?
I did.
Mr. Sam, you do have some explaining to do.
You're very muted.
This is my favorite part about talking to Jesse.
Is that you can't hear him? Yeah. It's also my
Yeah.
favorite.
Don't make me suck your toes too.
You can go ahead.
Yep,
And
I
mute
sure
yourself
do
again.
have some explaining to do.
I mean, that's quite the
Well-
switch of tone from when we asked you to explain things earlier.
Yeah, and then I remembered they never told me that I couldn't explain it, so. Which is what I previously thought that they told me, but they didn't, so.
Oh, traveling with you, Mr. Sam, is an adventure.
We are adventurers.
Sam hits his vape. Can Sam invent vapes? Can he make vapes canon in this game?
I'm about to. I'm gonna go to the fucking Widgets warehouse.
As you guys, as Sam contemplates the future of smoking tobacco in this realm, and you
It's
guys
not
are making
tobacco,
your
it's
way.
just nicotine.
Thanks. Well, in game it would be tobacco. You guys are heading back to the Gobble, and you start to notice, as night is setting in, increased guard activity. You're getting a lot of looks, not because you seem to be in trouble, more so because you're a motley crew of a drow, two very tall and large men, a very strange lizard person, a halfling.
And me.
You're getting the looks that you normally would, but there's an increased guard activity, and they're not carrying around weapons or anything out of the ordinary, except for what seems to be large banners and other, it almost looks like decor.
Mr. Six,
Zelfer?
as this night is setting in, seems to be an increased guard activity.
I see that around us.
You see that? They look like they're carrying something like banners.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
they're
like
not carrying
banners.
weapons.
Something
or
like
anything, though.
decor.
Yeah,
Are you guys decorating?
Hey, Holden.
What?
While you're up,
I'm not even up.
Well,
Jesse, that was a
Wired
last
down.
week meme. Shut up.
this week is now whenever he narrates
Hey,
anything, we
Isaac.
have to.
Hey, Isaac, talk to
It's
me when
an
you're in the
everyday
fucking
meme,
game.
Isaac.
What?
What?
Wow. Good job mocking my one-syllable, low-toned grunt. What do you fucking get from that?
I walk over to one of the guards very directly.
Okay.
Hello.
You approach a guard who seems to be helping to carry a large rolled up banner of some sort with another guard. And you go, hello, how can I
Oh,
help
it's
you?
homecoming, isn't it?
I have to ask. It doesn't look like that stuff would be very helpful in a fight.
You haven't been in many fights, have you? He says with a grin.
Probably more than you, to be honest.
Cocks his head a little bit. Is there something I can help you with? Are you?
What is the point of carrying around a giant banner at the time of Smoon?
He
Did you
looks
say
up at the
cocks?
saloon.
Did you say... What did you say?
What?
Did you say cock's eye?
I said he cocked his head slightly.
I thought you said he cocks his eye, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Click, click. He fires his eyeball at you.
You fucking got me good, dude.
That's a new class, the eyeball launcher.
I hate it.
Yeah.
He says to you, Zelfer, actually, we're preparing for the festival tomorrow.
What festival?
The Festival of the Gods.
Which god?
All of them. You're new here,
Name 3.
aren't you? I could name plenty.
Well, then name 3. It should be an easy task. If you could name
Well,
plenty, 3
there's-
should be a very easy
There's
task for you.
Helm, there's Gond, Lilira, Malar.
Nah, I said 3.
Uh,
No need to go.
My
about-
apologies.
What?
I'm gonna walk over and pull Zelfer back to us.
I kind of walk back and then go forward again. What is a festival? What is the purpose of a festival?
The guard kind of looks to the rest of the group.
Zelfer looks extraordinarily confused.
I look at the guard and I do the whole finger on the ear thing, loopy.
And then he sees the very drunk halfling you guys have with you. He goes, celebrating a bit early, are we? That's just fine. You guys, you all have a great night.
What are we celebrating?
Hopefully we'll be seeing you around again tomorrow.
The Festival of the
And
Gods.
he and the other guards start
What's
walking
a
off.
festival?
I'm here, bitch.
I feel like I'm missing some things.
You are, Zelfer.
All right. Well,
A festival is where you party for no apparent reason other than to celebrate gods.
Waylon, party hard.
Shut up, Whale.
The party.
I
Sam
put
would
my finger in his ear.
Sam would ask if they have shrines or areas to worship smaller gods.
The guards have walked away.
Oh.
As Sam asked that, I go, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on here.
Sam, you would be very aware of a place exactly like that. That with exactly what you just described. As you have visited it
Would
several times and spent many hours there
Well,
already.
I meant during
My
this.
Like individual?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they don't have one specifically for Sam's god,
Correct.
so he wants to know if they have one now.
So why do you people celebrate this stuff?
Why not?
Sam walks away to go find some.
It's another
Find
reason
out
for
what's
people to
going
get
on.
drunk.
Are you
I
going to
follow
try to hail
Sa-
another guard passing by?
Yeah.
Okay. This time a larger human male is walking by. You hail him quick. How can I help you?
Yeah, is this a festival for the gods?
Tomorrow will be, yes.
Do you have areas of worship for all gods?
Oh, yes, actually, if you head actually just up north, this road here, we have one large building for all of the gods.
Yes, but I'm looking for a place to worship my god specifically, which isn't in that large building.
He raises one eyebrow. And what god would that be?
Satan.
Sigismund.
I...
The fucking devil. I worship the devil.
Percy goes, same.
It sounds like the general worship hall would be your best bet.
So there's not going to be a place of worship for him in your festival of the gods?
No, there's always a place of worship in the general worship hall, but I don't know of any specific games in the festival tomorrow that are dedicated to a Sigismund.
Guess I'll just have to look around.
You are
I-
welcome to set up your own if you'd like to petition the Grand Hall.
And how long would that take?
Well, it would have to be for next year, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be around probably.
Unless you know people in high places. That's
I plan on dying. It's fine.
I
there are always plenty.
I think I know plenty of people in high places.
Well, then maybe we
But-
could have one established.
It's important to me. It's probably not that important.
Right. Well, otherwise, if you wanted to set up your own game, if you were to procure a couple of guards to facilitate, there are all manner of side performers and games going on throughout the festival grounds.
Are there going to be people on stilts?
Sometimes
What is the purpose of these games?
have entertainment, prizes,
Explode.
killing.
Prizes.
Slam your enemy like cattle.
For the first one of the day, and he just
Now the second one of the day.
Peanut. Oh.
Right, well, I have much to do. If you have any more questions, they will all be answered tomorrow at the festival, I'm sure. Have a good night. And he continues on his way.
Fucking
Goodbye.
dips.
You guys are just a couple blocks away from the goblin now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Do you know where this man lives? And I point to the drunk guy.
Without even looking, he says, not a clue.
Let's just take him back to the hotel. Make him sleep on the floor.
I thought he was sleeping in your room. No,
No, I thought he was sleeping in your room.
No, he's sleeping with Millerin.
Oh, that's right.
And you, as I walk.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the Gobble Inn. Entering, you can see it's quite... Shut the fuck up, Eden. It's quite dead in here. There's not many people out or about inside, other than the familiar goblin who runs the place and the familiar guards at the front.
Mr. Six, it's quite dead in here. Not many people out and about.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
It's just
Sounds
that
like
one
most people are
goblin
out at
only
the,
runs place.
That's the celebration.
Holden, I love you. I really want you to know that.
Thanks.
Also, you're pretty cool.
Thanks.
You're live, by the way.
There it is. Okay.
Hey, babe, while you're up, can you get me a bottle of water?
You
I'm
can't live peacefully
Not
anymore.
even up. I'm not even kind of up.
I walk over to the goblin.
Hey, Holden, while you're sitting there,
You jack your dick.
I'm actually
Touch your PB.
I'm actually going to just for the sake of a change of screen, I'm gonna put you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the map for that.
Yeah.
'Cause there
In
are
hell. I'm just gonna shove you in the
I'm just
fucking
gonna
corner.
fucking kill you guys. 'Cause there are a
Yeah.
couple of important things. Okay.
Me too, man. Me fucking too.
Sorry, I had a hernia.
There we go. And oh god, where did it go? Oh, I have so many things.
Not bragging.
Yeah, I wish I had a thing or two.
There we are. Oh, there we are. Okay, so you guys are back at the Goblin. You approached the owner.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back. How can I help you?
Rooms, please.
Jesus Christ.
The Goblin opens his mouth, and a horn erupts.
Oh my god, I'm picturing that in my fucking head.
I would like.
The Goblin opens his mouth, and you just hear that car horn.
I would like a bowl of stew.
That can be right. You haven't had your meal. That comes with your own, so that can be done, of course.
What is the soup of the day?
Usually just potatoes and vegetables.
Can I have
You told us to get out of Perkins for that.
I would like a piece of beef in there. One piece of beef, a beef tip, if you would.
Beef would that be a little extra?
How much extra?
Just for a little bit, just to throw in 2 copper.
He wants the beef's tip, if you know what he's saying.
You might need to go talk to
Just the tip.
the farmers on the east side of town for that. That's none
If
of
I
my
get-
concern.
If I give you 2 silver, will you get us a decent sized tenderloin next to it as well?
Absolutely.
I hand him 2 silver, and I sit down, and I hand him, and I go, 1 second, I hand him a copper. I would like a bib.
A what?
I would like something to cover my chest while I eat, so I don't make a mess.
You're
Can I have some
wearing.
soup?
You got clothes.
A napkin, a decent napkin, like one made of
A what?
cloth. Yeah, just take the copper as a tip.
You want a rag?
Go to your
I'll
corner.
get you a rag. I'll get you a rag. Yeah, well, the rest of you, I'll get stew for the rest of you. All right.
No. I don't want stew.
You're getting stew, and he heads back.
I'm not getting stew.
Well, it's the last night you paid for, so you're getting the meal.
Yeah, but I wanted a specific meal.
What do you want?
Steak.
That's gonna be extra.
Sure.
Can I have an omelet
Steak
with no
and
eggs?
whiskey.
You want to take a wild guess at how much that's gonna run you?
Oh, no.
He'll give you 2 gold.
2 gold. Sounds great. Yes.
No, he will not.
I will take 2 gold as payment.
He will give you 3 silver.
Why are you speaking in the third person?
I don't know. Why are you being such a dick?
Well, you guys paid for 4 fucking nights in my establishment, and you haven't been here. I've had these rooms reserved for nothing.
Well, don't you make money
I'm gonna
then?
pay for 4 more nights. How about
But
that?
if you're not even gonna be here, I might as well rent the room. You might as well give me advance notice so I can rent the rooms out.
Well,
I can send you a
because
notice.
we-
I can send
Wait,
you a
does
notice.
everyone get a refund?
No.
Okay, listen, Mr. Goblin. I want to rent my room for 4 more nights. As well as I want steak and whiskey.
Fine. It's a steak. It's a meal, a steak, and whiskey. 4 more nights.
I would also
Let me-
like to rent my room for another 3.5 nights.
I don't do half days.
Quarter days?
No.
All right, 4 days.
Are all of you? You all-
And an additional room
an additional room.
for 2 nights in that one.
2 nights. Additional room for 2 nights.
That's for me. I'll pay for that
The
stuff.
current room's for 4 more nights. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let me take a look at the book and see what the running rate is right now. He goes off and he has a rather large book that he swings open and he starts thumbing through it. And for the let's see here. Are we splitting this up?
Yes.
All right.
Well, one sec. I pull out my small silver remnant statue.
Ah,
Would this cover anything?
let me see. He comes over and tries to grab it from you.
I let him look at it.
He kind of polishes it off a little bit. Okay. Throw in another. One more gold and it's a deal.
Well, all right. And I hand him a gold.
He takes the statue and he sets it up proudly on one of the counters behind him. And he bites the gold. Yeah. Okay. Food. You
I
got.
better see a statue right there.
Son of a mother. He goes back into what you presume to be a kitchen to prepare your food, and you guys have reserved your current rooms plus one extra for I assume Millerin and Waylon.
Yes.
For
I
4
look
more
at-
nights.
Did
Okay,
he just
everyone.
pay for all of that outright?
I guess.
Yeah. Again, I have now. That's what I'm gonna. I look at everyone. I have now bought us 8 nights of rooms and an additional 2 days. So I bought 10 nights of rooms. Therefore, I believe I'm not paying for rooms for a while from you people.
Thank you, Zelfer.
I'm running out of things in my backpack.
Thank you, Zelfer. I said thank you.
You're welcome.
You could always try selling some of those skeleton parts.
No, you know that's not gonna happen.
I do know that's not going to happen.
Then why did you even suggest it? Now you just look stupid.
Because I was just hoping, okay?
What a bad dream, damn it.
Yeah, it was wishful thinking.
So, what is a festival? Can someone elaborate on what you do there and what's the purpose?
There's games,
Games?
Food.
Um,
There's lots of food.
food.
Do they have
It's
eggs?
supposed to be fun for the
Probably.
people.
Why?
Why
Maybe
not?
to distract them from something else that's going on.
Because otherwise,
Like the rest of their miserable
Or
lives.
just for fun.
I assume you guys aren't trying to be quiet.
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Well, you know how adventuring sometimes gets really boring?
No, that's the point of adventuring.
Well, see, normal people don't
You know,
have adventuring in their lives.
for once, I agree with Zelfer.
Normally people don't, this is what I'm saying, normally people don't have adventuring in their lives. Normally they just live plain,
They should
boring,
branch out.
normal people
They
lives.
should just up and leave then.
Well, but they don't want to leave. So they have these little festivals instead to distract themselves of the pain of their regular lives.
If your life's
It's
that much pain,
fascinating.
I can think
Bess,
of
you are
multiple ways.
depressing.
I'm what?
Depressing.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, Jason.
Oh, hey. I was upset at that.
That was 6 saying hey.
Yeah, but you came in on the tail end of that conversation.
It's very true, yes. Sorry.
Mr. Six,
Yes.
is that things that you used to do before you became an? Did you festival?
I mean, I have seen a festival now and again in my travels. Yes.
You have festivaled.
I mean, did I miss part of the conversation? Does this
Yes.
indicate something?
You've missed. He doesn't know what a festival is.
I don't fully understand or comprehend what the purpose.
It's a big party for hundreds of people instead of a few dozen.
Is it a court mandated party?
I do not believe so. You should not have to participate in the party if you do not want to.
I'm fairly confused.
It's
But
for
it's-
fun.
It's just for recreation.
Does it cost money?
Yes.
I mean, things at the
Sometimes.
festival if you want to buy food or party favors, yeah.
Interesting. Can
Capitalistic scheme.
Can people just happen to go missing from festivals and never be found again?
Zelfer, I'm not
Zelfer, no.
entirely sure what you're asking, but I'm sure that's happened.
Zelfer, this is why we don't take you places.
What do you mean? You take me almost everywhere.
I know, and we wish we couldn't.
I mean, you could always try to sneak out on me in the middle of the night.
We wouldn't do that, Zelfer.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't. I think.
Well, then who else is gonna sneak out the bodies?
What?
What bodies? What?
I don't.
We'll just let them hit the floor.
That seems very unsanitary.
Sam, as a side note, what is your passive perception?
32.
That'd be ridiculous.
3,200.
That checks.
15.
Okay, thank you.
The fuck is duck sauce? I got some fucking duck sauce. Sorry. I got Chinese food for the first time in fucking forever, and I got duck sauce.
Does anyone have
Does
a
it
passive
taste like
perception
duck?
higher than
I love
17?
duck sauce. Would it be possible for you to check that for me?
I can check that for you.
Thank you.
Passive perception?
Yes.
No.
I'm not.
Nope.
Okay, thank you.
Nope.
How about now?
Oh, my fortune cookie says express yourself, don't hold back. Like, I'm gonna engulf your fucking wiener when I get done.
So, 20 minutes later or so, several bowls of stew and a couple of finer meals. One stew containing beef and one meal of a healthy steak and a glass of whiskey come out.
I am going to make a point while eating my stew not to eat any of the meat.
Okay.
I want it to be obvious to the goblin that I am doing this.
He doesn't notice as he's polishing the statue you have given him.
Then I want
It is
also
on
to be
the
obvious.
counter.
I want it to be obvious
Yes,
to everyone
I
else
added
around
a
me as
fucking
well
statue just for you.
that I am purposely avoiding. Like it'll be on my spoon, and I'll go and I'll push it off the spoon and continue to eat.
Why
Not
are
tasting
you
good there,
avoiding
Zelfer?
this
Oh, I don't know.
Extra. Didn't you just spend extra money for that?
Yes.
Millerin takes her stew that was technically paid for by Zelfer and sits there quietly, eats it. The entire time she's just kind of eyeing the room very suspiciously. It seems quite uncomfortable in here. As she finishes it quickly and looks around. Thank you, Zelfa, for the food.
Never mention it.
Certainly. I am going to go find my room and pass out for a very, very long time.
I'll wake you up
Please
at
take
6
the
in the morning.
drunken halfling with you,
Must I?
please.
She looks over at the like passed out halfling at a table nearby. All right. And she goes over and literally like picks him up, puts him on her shoulder, and hauls him upstairs to find.
Thank
the
you.
room.
Should we be letting her do that since just got her blood sucked out by a
It seemed labored, but she seemed to be able to handle it. As she has had some time to rest since you rescued her. Though not comfortably, mind you.
Sam will finish eating, then go upstairs and check on his puppy.
Hey, I'm eating right now. Me and Sam are like linked.
Is there anything anybody would particularly like to do with the rest of their night before you take your long rest? It is maybe 8 or so in the evening, you would guess.
Sam, are you opening a zoo?
Sam orders another steak to feed the dog and the cat.
Before Sam walks off and goes to do whatever Sam does in his free time,
Do Sam things.
Mr. Sam,
Hmm?
have you ever gotten rid of a god that you've pledged yourself to? Like, denounced and gotten rid of the pledge?
Yes.
Do you know how can I do that?
Just stop talking to it.
Yeah, but that doesn't
And that worked for me.
That's not seeming to help me so far.
Well, eventually you leave them on red long enough. new phone or new body who dis enough, and they just go away.
I don't think this is gonna work that way.
Well, Zelfer, you just ignore the god.
Could I
And then
maybe?
if the god comes after you, I will smite that god. How about that?
Could I maybe sort of accompany you to pray next time you do?
Sure.
Thank you. Enjoy looking at your animals.
I will. Do I get my steak?
Yes, you get your steak.
How's
I'll go
the bear
upstairs,
looking?
feed the puppy and the cat.
Okay.
I'm on mute because I'm in the shower. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm still playing.
I wasn't ready for that, admittedly. Right. So, if there's nothing else anybody would like to do in particular, you guys eventually find your rest within the Gobble Inn and are woken up. Though you go to bed at a reasonable time, you're woken up just a tad early, to the sound of music outside your windows and outside your rooms.
I open my window.
What kind of music?
Very
Jason, shut up and take a shower.
high tempo, festive music. I was trying to find a better word, but festive actually fits it the best. A common many drums, some stringed instruments.
Sleigh bells jingling, ring ding dingling.
Bells
Do I
as well.
see, as I look outside, do I see anyone in specific who's playing music?
Looking outside, it doesn't appear to be super crowded yet. But you do see one trio in particular, maybe a block down.
How many feet is that?
Just as an estimate, 300.
I kind of squint my eyes. When I get closer to you, I'm gonna say things in your ear. I go to collect the now hungover halfling.
Right.
Sam has a weird feeling in his head that Zelfer's up to something. It's just he
Holden
gets
had
this
him-
feeling all the time. Right before
Holden-
Zelfer does something crazy.
He had a moment of, oh shit, which spell has this range?
So, as you guys are all getting up, you can hear movement outside in the hallway as Zelfer goes to find Millerin and Waylon. And you find the room number just down the hall.
I mean, I paid for it. I should know.
Yes.
I knock 3 times, and then knock a 4th time with a minor illusion.
Sure. Okay. After a couple moments, you hear, one moment.
Okay.
After about 30 seconds or so, a very hungover-looking Waylon, you can see, reaches up, pulls open the door, looks up at you. Good morning. Good morning.
How's your head?
Oh God. Oh God. Not good. Not good at all.
I think I know someone who can fix that. They might even say, I can fix that right now.
Please tell me
You're
last night
picking
didn't
around.
actually happen.
It did. I can't prove that, but it did.
But he's really gone.
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna go home. And
Where is your home? So if this happens again, I know where to drop you off.
hopefully this won't happen again, but I appreciate your concern.
Yeah, concerned, that's what it is.
Who paid for this room?
I did.
All right. You see him reaching into his pockets. He pulls out a gold coin. Here.
No. I paid for all the rooms. It was just a bartering thing. So it's... Don't worry. We have it for another night as well, in case you needed a place to stay. That's people don't know you're here. You don't get bothered with condolences and whatnot.
Right. I'm fine, thank you. I suppose You did save me. Or my brother. I'm sorry. My home is just northeast of the Grand Hall, in the Upper District. It's the one with a single tower in the center. You can't miss it.
Oh, you'll be surprised at what I can miss.
Maybe. But anyway, thanks again. Are you sure you don't want this?
Actually, as you head out, about 300 feet away, there's a band of 3 people playing music. If you can walk by them and give them the gold to kindly shut the fuck up, that'd be phenomenal.
He squints at you a little bit.
I smile.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oof.
Okay, he looks at you. Yeah, sure. I can do that. Okay.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I do believe you, 100%.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. I'm gonna go now. There's a lot to do, I guess. If you need to find me, I'll either be at my home or the Grand Hall.
Are you gonna be at the festival?
I'm not really in the mood for celebrating, honestly.
I was told it's a distraction from the misery of everyday life.
Right, you are. Unfortunately, I have a feeling there's a lot of business to take care of before I can. Maybe.
Well, if you need someone to accompany you,
Jason Six says as he steps out of his room after listening to
Yes.
the conversation.
I will pay for your first game.
That's quite all right. And he starts to kind of like squeeze by you. Like,
I'll let him. I
okay.
don't try to stand in his way.
Thank you again for everything.
No problem.
I'll try to get a hold of you soon.
I hope we can see each other on better circumstances next time.
Agreed. And he just turns around and walks down the stairs, supposedly heading home.
The second he leaves my view, I look at 6.
yes.
The rest of you can hear this conversation, so I assume you all convene out in the hallway.
I assumed that was a bad time to ask about amnesty.
Probably. We'll give it a bit.
All right. So what's next?
Well, I don't know. Someone should. I mean, obviously they know that the originator has been killed at this point.
Murked originator. Shit.
So I don't really feel like we need to let anyone else know. It seems like that's in progress at this point. Festival?
I'm sure. I'm looking to devout myself to a new god or goddess or a person who will help me get this snake out of my head.
You mean devote?
Yes, devout.
Let's get that snake out of there, buddy.
And get it somewhere else.
Got a snake in your head? We can help you get it out.
Right.
But I do have a snake in my boots.
So you all gather in the lower area
Well,
of.
Zephyr, I'm getting ready to go pray. If you
I would care to join you. I asked you that.
Okay, I'm heading out now.
Okay, I follow him.
Take my puppy on the leash, by the way. My cat's still on my shoulders.
You know, a puppy's never going to be fully grown due to how slow the actual in-game days go.
True.
Yeah, good. I want a puppy for life.
You guys head down to the Gobble Inn, greeted as usual by
Yeah,
the
you
Gobbler.
better lock it up, Menon.
And he greets you all. Good morning. Good morning. Are we looking for some breakfast steak today, or? Well,
Eggs?
I can do eggs. Eggs.
I just want 1 egg.
1 egg is
Eggs, 1 egg.
1 eggs.
Please and thank you.
All right. Any other specific
One
requests?
egg.
I'm not
One
gonna eat
whole
breakfast.
egg.
I'm just gonna go straight out.
Okay.
Oatmeal and berries.
Zelfer, will you be accompanying him?
I am accompanying him.
Okay, so you guys watch as Sam and Zelfer just head out without eating.
Oh, bye.
I tell
We'll be
Zelfer that
back.
there's a couple errands that I need to run before I head to the temple.
Of course.
Right. So the rest of you have a decent breakfast in the Gobble Inn. Sam and Zelfer, as you guys are making your way back to, or where are you headed?
So first, I'd stop by the blacksmith
Mm-hmm.
because I heard that he wanted to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I need to go find somewhere to buy a candle worth 25 gold.
Okay.
That is a crazy candle.
That is a very specific candle.
That's
That's a really
fucking
expensive
wild.
candle. Holy shit.
So it'll take it's a bit of a walk back to the blacksmith. But you guys make your way northwest through the streets to the blacksmith. Noticing as you continue, Zelfer, first thing you notice is that band has not been shut up.
Tell me when I get within 120 feet
Sure,
of
you're
them.
120 feet from them.
I cast message at the middle one.
Okay,
I'm
there's
watching.
one in the middle playing a drum.
I'm watching, and this does not please me.
Zephyr, why don't you become the god that you're choosing to seek?
That is
Roll.
it. That's all.
An intimidation check with advantage. You watch as the drummer in the middle, as this festive tune is being played, as people start to gather in the streets, and games are being set up. A festival is being born. This drummer kind of looks around. You see him start to, as you're like walking by and get closer, you can see him start to sweat, and he kind of starts slowing down the tempo, and he goes, to his friends, I'll be back. And he sets down his drum and he runs off to who knows where.
I look at Sam. I'm so used to not being around Sam. Wow, that's so interesting. I don't know what caused that.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you need an insight check for that. So
He's not trying to hide it from.
you make your way back to the blacksmith, who is actually, as you reach his shop, he's not in like his normal working attire. He seems to be dressed a little better today, and he's heading out, and he goes, oh, you're the guy, Sam, yeah. What the fuck is with your armor?
Airline
I'm hoping
food.
you could tell me.
What the fuck is that about?
I was looking into, I was trying everything I could to figure out how to work with it, what it was. It's a strange old metal. Definitely Precian make. But then overnight it changed color a bit. And I have no idea why.
Did it?
Yeah, it went from
Let me see.
Sure. I'm not technically open, but I'm intrigued enough. One moment. He heads inside. And he comes back out like a little late. Like, this is a heavy set of armor. He's carrying it in like one large crate, and he sets it down in front of you. And you can see Sam's previously black, like it was a dark gray, almost not quite black. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Is now a much brighter shade of gray. Not quite white, but it's much brighter.
Interesting.
I swear I didn't do any. I just overnight.
No, this is great news.
Did I do something right? I haven't done much to it.
It wasn't you. It's just
Oh, thank God.
it means that I'm changing back,
What?
which is fantastic. Where's my sword and shield?
Right. He goes.
Hey, I play those Pokemon.
brings another crate. Heavy stuff.
Do you open at all today?
I would summon my sword and shield to see if they changed as well.
You summon them to yourself, and they are a similar bright gray.
Yes. This is fantastic.
I'm happy for you. Do you open at all today, sir?
No. Most shops will be closed for the festival.
Okay, for future tomorrow maybe. What is the most expensive blade you have?
I could make one, but most expensive I have in stock right now. I'd have to check. Probably one of my finer long swords or
Do you have a sword worth at least 25 gold on you?
a sword.
Or any weapon?
Certainly. Yeah. I could. That could be. Yeah.
I need a weapon worth 25 gold.
You're very specific today.
No offense, but closed for the day. If you'd like to come by tomorrow, we can find something that'll suit you.
Do you have anything?
This isn't for me. I'm trying to offer it to my god. I need it fairly urgently.
Are you trying to persuade him to let you take a look now?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Just anything worth 25 gold.
Anything?
To be for me.
Anything?
Okay.
Ooh.
He sighs for a moment. Okay, if you, it just has to be worth more than 25 gold.
25 or more, yep.
Right. Come in quick. Let's come on. He brings you
Yay.
inside. The place is a bit more dim lit. You can tell it wasn't meant to be open.
I'd put my weapons back in the crate, by the way.
Okay. Back in the crate. Okay. But he brings you in, and he shows you a variety of things. If you're looking for 25 gold on the nose, I could give you one of my fine rapiers.
Sure, that works.
That would do. And he hands you. It's got some. It looks like it's well made, and it's quite sharp at the point. It looks like it was done professionally. It does even have a little bit of engraving, like a little pattern, at the hilt. 25 gold, and it's yours.
I hand him 25 gold.
And he hands you one fine rapier.
Thank
Most
you.
expensive blade? Can I see it?
Do you need to keep my armor? Are you able to patch up that centerpiece a bit more?
More than it's already been patched up. It would take some time, but I could try.
I'm in town for a few more days.
We're talking a lot longer in research. I still don't know exactly what I'm working with. I've figured that this metal, I believe, is probably at least 600 to 700 years old. Other than that,
700 plus.
Oh, that would have been good to know. Other than that, it's very well made, very sturdy.
Does Sam remember the name of the metal? Because I was told at the beginning what it was, and I can't remember as a person.
If yes, I could. Sam would remember. I will send you the name actually. For the sake of being here.
'Cause he would relay that to the blacksmith if that would help him get it hopefully fixed within the 3 days.
I have sent you the name.
I'll add that to my notes so I don't forget.
Yeah. So you would know it was called Pirellian steel.
And I relay that to the blacksmith.
Pirellian.
The armor is Pirellian steel.
Listen, I could patch it up a bit better than it's patched up now, but it would take me a long time. I'm looking into this of my own accord because if I could reproduce this metal, I could make some of the finest equipment in priests.
Yes?
But that's gonna take a long time.
Well, unfortunately, I have to go back to Direwood in the next few days, and I will need my armor.
Tell you what, give me one more night with him. Let me take as many notes as I can. As soon as I get back from the festival, I'll come home a little early. Let me gather all the information I can, and I will.
You have the
look into
next
it.
few days to take as many notes as you need.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I will let you know everything I find.
Then thank you for the sword. And I go to shake his hand.
It gives you a sturdy grip.
And then I leave.
Sure.
Come on, Zelfer, we got some praying
I
to do.
was waiting for the most expensive
He's
blade
not
yet.
open today. We'll come back.
I kind of look at him. May I just at least quick see it?
The most expensive piece I have, or the most expensive blade?
sword in specific.
The most expensive sword in specific.
The person I'm thinking of giving it as a gift prefers swords.
That'd probably be one of my finer great swords.
I'll think on it. I'll talk to them. I'll be back, actually. Price range for most expensive item?
You're looking at between 100, 125 gold. Maybe
I
150.
can afford that. Okay, thank you.
Right. Well, maybe we'll see you guys at the festival.
Sure. Are you looking to get away from the boring parts of your life and the misery?
I apologize. He still doesn't quite understand what a festival is.
That's exactly what you guys told me it was.
He's not exactly wrong.
Miss Best specifically said it's to get away from the boring misery of your normal day life.
Right. Have a good day.
Come on, Zephyr. We gotta go.
He goes on his way. You guys are heading to the general worship hall.
Thank you again.
I nod as we leave.
So, you guys will make it there. By the time you get there, we'll say that is about an hour or so in the future. Winding back a bit to Six, Bess, and Percival. Back
to the future.
So what are you guys doing at the Gobble Inn?
Did I get my eggs yet?
You guys are given your breakfast, including eggs.
Yeah. My one singular egg.
Including one egg.
Singular egg.
So you guys
Including but not limited to.
You have your breakfast, and what would you like to do?
Masturbate.
I want to check on how the bear is doing.
The bear is sleeping in the center rug as usual.
I'm gonna go sit in the bear's pen.
Okay. How close?
Should I move myself? Can I do that?
Go for it.
Where am I?
You can certainly try.
Go. Right here.
Okay. Doesn't seem to react.
I'm just gonna sit there and stare at it until somebody tells me if we're going somewhere or doing something.
So, Percival and Six, Bess is sitting near the bear. What are you doing?
Percival really doesn't have anything to do. Maybe go back to the Tinker's workshop, but
It's probably closed for the festival.
yeah, probably. I don't know.
You wanna go
Kinda just
explore the
vibing.
festival?
What?
What?
She asked if you guys wanted to go explore the festival.
Oh,
Yes.
sure, why not?
Okay. So you guys are gonna
Let's
head
go
out
do that.
and just explore?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let's bring it back here for now. You guys leave the Gobble Inn, and you can hear the music is picking up. The streets are starting to fill. Games are being set up. And after not too long, it is a full-on festival. The streets before you are awash with all manner of like scents and sounds. You can smell like fresh produce, spiced beverages, some probably alcoholic, sweets, and you hear laughter and song as more and more performers are taking their corners, and you can see different games and musicians performing and entertaining all over, and also small little contained spheres of colored light are beginning to appear in the streets and float about, decorating everything in like hues of purple and yellow, green, and red. There are children chasing each other, laughing. All manner of citizenry are starting to like take to the streets, both rich and poor, and they're gathering for conversation and entertainment. And even some of the guards patrolling the streets some are running the games, and some are just patrolling and seem to be having some fun themselves. It's a stark contrast to the desolate streets of Direwood you've grown a bit more used to. But
I haven't been to a festival since I was a boy.
Yeah, there's a full-on. It is a very exciting.
He's got a full-faced grin. He's like giddy. Dude's had a shitty life, man.
So
He wants to party with his homies, you know.
there's a festival with games and such before you, performing musicians around every corner.
I wonder if the drummer's back yet.
You guys, what would you guys like to do?
Play some more fucking games. Or win some more fucking money. Actually, money.
Sure.
Game.
Some
I'll
of
do
the.
win money.
So are you just looking into
You
what
guys hear
games
me?
there might be to play? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I'm driving, but I'm playing. And stuff.
So you drove to the shower and now you're diving.
I'm driving home from the showers. Six would definitely enjoy potentially if there's some sort of throwing game, like a throwing daggers or like a bullseye type thing. He would be into that.
Are there any puzzle games?
There, if you're looking around, one thing grabs Six's attention. Firstly, there is in fact a dagger throwing game, but it doesn't appear that the game involves the participant throwing the dagger. You see somebody actually throwing daggers toward participants. You're not sure what's going on there, but also if you're looking for like a puzzle game, just going around, you would see a couple games with symbols of Gond, Gond, one of the primary deities of the city, strewn about.
Basically, Jesus. Got it.
This throwing game. What's the what's that about?
Would you like to go investigate?
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
Six would like to do that.
also.
Yeah. Okay, as the sound of music and conversation and laughter starts to fill the streets, you guys, around a corner, you catch sight of this game. Austin, why don't you tell them what they see?
At the moment, you would probably see some contestant, probably on the ground, scared out of their fucking wits, as they felt like a knife had just passed right next to their ear, and
There would be a
As,
small crowd kind of gathering and cheering.
there are guards nearby that are
Yes,
watching me.
there are guards facilitating.
What is it? How does it look like you play this game? You like bet that you're gonna get hit or not, or what's going on?
He
Do
will
you approach
after the
and ask?
round is, after the round would be over, he would go and address the crowd like, "Welcome to Judeo's knife throwing competition. Test your steel against my steel.
What is he
Anybody
looking?
want to try the game?"
I'm in.
You have my attention.
As you
Who
guys,
Who walks forward towards
Six
Judeo?
said, as Six was looking for something similar to this, and he spoke up first. I'd say 6 steps forward, and as you do, Six, the crowd goes, "Yeah, another one! Woo!" People are cheering. For
So
Give me,
far, no one has beat my game. Will you be the first?
Can I have 30 seconds? I'm sorry, I'm at a drive-through. Jane's here with me. Well, one moment. Sorry.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Just as a little bit of flavor, you guys notice.
Hi, Jane.
You guys notice. So there is a crowd of maybe about a dozen or so people watching. Some kids who are like wide-eyed. You're not quite sure why, but they seem like a little freaked out. And a couple of guards with their what?
I want a Big Mac and a number 9 large.
But there are a
Hi,
couple of
Jane.
guards standing quite near Judeo. With their arms crossed. They both kind of got a little sly smile on their face.
What does
seeming a
Judeo
little
look
entertained. Yes, please describe Judeo for them.
He is wearing normal clothes over top of a studded leather vest with long blonde hair tied back in a ponytail, kind of like the picture I have down in the bottom right. And he has a bandolier of knives strapped across his armor, each one like painted purple.
Like,
Not gonna lie, I thought that was Edward Elric.
Is normal clothes a brand? Because if
I don't wear that broke shit. Dude.
More like civilian clothes. He looks very normal. If anyone's
I don't
actually
wear that
asking.
woke shit.
oh, what do you wear? Ooh, I love that. Who is it? Normal clothes.
So he is wearing casual streetwear, not of like poverty streetwear, but like a simple vest,
Urban trendsetter,
and trousers, and probably some decent boots. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. He's also wearing a set of skin-tight gauntlets that are fingerless to help him throw better. Is a six-pack, or should I wait to
Probably not quite.
explain what the rules are? Okay.
But
But basically, how the setup, there is a board that Judeo will be standing 30 feet away from, and you'll put yourself against the board, or you would have watched contestants do this, and he would be throwing knives around you. Is the simplest gist of it.
right, and as Six had said, basically, I'm in. One of the guards says, "Well, it looks like we have another contestant. If you would step over here, please." And he brings Six over to this wooden board, which you guys can see. Actually, never mind. He brings Six to this board.
You can't see it. Fuck
well, there's a detail that was kind of important, but I won't mention it because it's kind of important.
it. It's not important.
But Six is led over to this wooden board and told to stand with his back to it and to watch Judeo. And
The one thing Judeo would step forward first, like, first let me explain the rules, and then you can place whatever bet you want to place.
of course. While Six is still
Ordering dinner.
is ordering food, Sam and Zelfer, you guys make your way to the general worship hall, which is a little empty for such a large hall. How long are you planning to spend here?
That is not up to me.
Couple hours.
Couple hours.
Probably like 2.5 hours.
Okay. Zelfer, I assume you're just kind of along for the ride. You'll sit and be with him.
I will sit and be with him. I will ask him who he is worshiping.
I worship Sigismund.
Sigismund? All right.
Sigismund.
Sigismund?
Mund.
Mund.
That's fine, we can.
I will attempt, if it's okay with you, to pray as well to them.
Of course. Sigismund is the god of warriors.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
I don't know if I count as a warrior, but
Well, his domains are light and war, so
I might fit into one of those things.
might fit into both.
Fair.
You just might not know it yet.
I'm going to give it a shot. And hopefully get rid of the snake in my brain.
Besides, you're pretty courageous.
That's
He's
a
a god
lie.
of courageous people.
But I don't know who you've been hanging out with because I would not rate myself as courageous. But I appreciate the attempt of a compliment.
So you guys
Sam
will
would start praying.
right. So you find one of the unmarked general worship locations, a couple of cushions to kneel on, some basic candles, and other things are lit before you. And we will come back to that in a little bit. So, Judeo, if you would like to talk to Six, tell him about the game.
What is your
Please.
name, dear contestant?
People call me Six.
That's a number.
That is a number, but I will go with it. So, Six,
Me too.
I will give you the rules, and if you are still willing to participate after that, you can place the bet that you will make. And if you win, I will give you that amount back. I will give you the amount of money that you bet, as well as your own money back. The guards will facilitate all the payment transaction to keep it fair, and I will not touch anything.
Okay.
One of the guards
Um,
does have a small basket.
And let me. And if you lose, obviously, I would be able to keep. I would be keeping your bet.
Of course.
So, in this game, I will be throwing 5 knives at you. Each time, I will be placing the knife closer to somewhere more vital. And if
Sounds
you
fun.
call out, or speak in any way, or if you flinch or move, basically, if you do not steel yourself against a knife being thrown quite near your face or any other body part, you will lose. Sound fair?
Sure. Let's give it a shot.
I'll try my best not to hit you.
I don't know if that's true or not.
One of the guards speaks up. He certainly will.
There you are.
I wink at that guy.
in a sultry manner, or like bedroom eyes, or just a wink?
It's kind of a cocky one, you know.
The 6 says you're led over to this board with which to put your back to. Couple things you notice.
Okay.
Firstly, there are no blood spatters or any blood at all. Thank you, baby. She brought me a beer.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
What is it? Snowdrift. A snowdrift vanilla porter. Interesting. There's no blood or anything on this board. But also roll. What's your passive?
Would you mind?
No, you're right. Right. I'm not gonna have you roll because you didn't initiate it, but I'm gonna check a passive skill here quick just to see if you'd notice. Yeah, you would. You would also notice there are no knife marks on this board. Like, it doesn't look like any knives have impacted it.
Interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Sure. So, moving on, we can begin the game. Judeo, if you would like to roll a sleight of hand check for the first dagger and tell me about where you're trying to place it.
The first dagger. I have that on a separate screen. That's right.
Does he announce to the crowd?
Does he announce where? Yes.
I was wondering if you were telling me.
actually,
You were speaking in a Judeo voice, so I wasn't sure if you were telling me or telling the crowd.
I couldn't decide on a voice, so I decided my normal voice, to be fully honest.
Your normal voice, but a little more boisterous. Like,
Yeah, a little bit above what I normally do. No, I'm planning on placing this knife right by his left leg.
by his left leg. Okay. So roll a sleight of hand check for that.
Is this where I bet, or are you just throwing
right.
knives?
I completely forgot about the betting part. How much did you want to bet, sir?
I'll pull out a platinum.
1 platinum. Okay.
Someone's confident in their abilities today, folks.
The
I
crowd
think
gives a
that's you.
cheer.
You're the one throwing, so I'm betting on you.
Fair point. All right. Hopefully, big money, no whammies, right?
Let's hope.
So I will deduct 1 platinum from you, 6.
Thank you.
Rolls in that one.
Oh.
Fucking kills 6.
Oh, I rolled a 6.
Okay. Well, since this is the first one, DC's not exactly very high. And 6, for the purposes of this game, you'll be rolling wisdom saving throws, which I know you're quite good at.
Okay, copy that.
I will roll that for you for the first one.
Yep.
The
Thank
two
you.
people in the crowd would notice that I am throwing up one knife in my hand before I start throwing, and then very quickly tossing it, and then it's back in
The
my
players.
hand.
So,
and it's
yeah.
flipping. Yeah.
Best in person,
Got
you would watch as he does like a cool little flip trick with the knife. It flies up in the air, and as it comes back down, he chucks it over at 6. And you watch as it hits the board, and 6 does not move.
And the knife is back in my hand,
Yep.
and no
suddenly,
longer in the board.
yeah, you look over to the board where it impacted. You look back at Judo, and he's holding the knife again. And you look back at the board, and the knife is gone. And the crowd cheers.
Fascinating. That's a good trick.
It's my entire livelihood. I'm an entertainer, after all.
Well, let's let it ride.
But I can guess his background.
So, round 2.
Next one
If
Round
you'd like to
two.
roll a sleight of hand and
he's-
tell me where it's going.
is going to his right above his right arm on the board.
Kind of like near the shoulder, right shoulder. Okay.
Yep.
So 6, I'll roll your. Okay.
God, I am rolling like ass.
You are, but I do have DC set up for this. But they do line up with your proficiencies, and I know your ability. So, yep, that goes slightly higher than you intended, but it was still quite close. 6. I'm gonna roll your wisdom save for you. You got a 16, both times so far almost matching. This time matching exactly his sleight of hand. So it flies towards you. You hear it hit the board. You look over, it's gone. You did not move.
All right.
You feel quite
Interesting.
confident.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Something's going on here. So at this point, I have 4 platinum pieces. Is that correct?
Looking at your inventory, do you want me to say how many platinum pieces you have?
No. I mean, I put 1 down, and I won the first one, so I get 2 back. Right?
You have to win you have to win all 5 rounds. Sorry.
All right. Okay. I got it. Let's keep going.
Trying to get rich quick scheme. Wow.
But the next one, I'm assuming that Six has his arms kind of slightly away from his chest, so that way there's a little bit of gap in between his chest and his arms on the board.
Sure. Absolutely.
The next knife is going on the left side, in between his arm and his chest.
Yes. And you do notice, as you make the sleight of hand roll, Judeo, you do notice that this one is quite different from all your other contestants. While others have kind of like, you see them grimace a little bit and are able to get through a couple, this guy is not bothered at all.
So far, so
He eats
good.
knives for breakfast.
So if you
He'll
want
punch
to
your
roll
knife
that
out.
next sleight of hand check.
Deflect missiles,
Oh
Jason.
God!
Jason, catch it. Catch the knife.
I do have that option.
6.
One might be way off target.
This one, actually, Judeo, I'm gonna roll it actually because this is not in your control.
I don't like when he says that.
Okay, 6. This one, it's hard to tell, but it looks like it's gonna impact your side, maybe.
I try to stand still.
You're gonna stand perfectly still.
I try to stand still.
Okay, so we're gonna make that wisdom saving throw.
All right.
That is an 11. Okay, as that is just
All right.
on the border of the DC. I'm also gonna roll. This is not in your control. Okay, so this time you guys watch as Judeo lets it fly. Would there be any sign as you notice it's not exactly where you wanted? Would there be any hint on his face, like, oh?
I mean, I would say not, but
As an entertainer, he's able to hide it.
I might have to make a roll for that. That's up to you.
Why don't you roll a deception real quick to see if anybody
Okay.
notices your face? You like, oh. Okay. Most people, you're quite confident that you hit it quite well. 6, you watch as this blade is flying right towards you. And you're like, no, it's fine. And it hits, like traps the very edge of your clothing against the board. But as you like, it was real close, but you didn't move, and you look down to make sure it didn't hit anything or didn't tear your clothes. There's nothing there. And you look back over, and it's in Judeo's hand. And the crowd cheers like, whoa! And people are like, you hear people go, that was fucking close. How did he do that? Holy shit, this guy's good. Like, there's people, you're not sure who they're talking about, but the crowd is getting hype, and now more and more people. There's maybe almost 20 people watching now.
Okay. I nod at him, impressed.
Maybe thinking
Nobody's
that was on
made
purpose.
it past this round, I'm assuming, right? Nobody else that I've gone against today has made it past.
I would say,
round 3, right?
thus far, this is your best contestant, as it is relatively early in the morning.
I turn around to the crowd and go, give it a hand for this wonderful contestant, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Yeah, 6. The crowd starts to cheer.
Yes.
And right as I turn around, I'd throw the next knife right above his head.
Okay, roll the sleight of hand.
That one.
Okay, 6, we're gonna roll that wisdom save.
All right.
Let me make sure I got the DC for this. This is round 4, yes?
Yes.
Okay. 6. It looks like it's coming right for your forehead. This looks to you like it is going to kill you.
6 shits his pants.
Hold my breath and let it happen.
You're gonna let it happen.
I am.
He breathes a sigh of relief.
Okay. So what happens is the knife. You think it's gonna hit you, and ting, you hear it hit just above your head, almost grazing your hair. But there is like a bit of a flinch as he does so.
Okay.
You try to hide it though.
Okay.
I imagine.
I
So
would,
we're
yes.
gonna see if anybody notices.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you roll versus the guards and Judeo's perception.
Okay.
Is it insight or perception?
This would be perception to perceive the little flinch she gave. And 6, I will allow you actually for this either deception or performance. Which would you like?
That's persuasion, bud.
Oh, fuck.
I believe I would like
It's
performance.
not. Oh, I see. You would like performance. Okay. I'll give you a
Yeah,
performance check. I was like,
wasn't talking to you,
no.
Olin.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay. Judeo. Let me roll for the guards. Neither of the guards seem to notice, but Judeo, you did see him flinch just slightly, but the crowd's not reacting.
Since you've been such a good contestant, I'll let you slide on that one.
People seem a little confused at that.
I nod appreciatively.
People are like, yeah, what? Okay, and people are clapping.
I will say, if you do end up winning, I'll probably still take half of the money, just because I technically beat you in this round.
Do you say that out loud?
Is that fair?
Sure.
I would have stepped closer for that.
Okay, he steps up the crowd. You guys watch. Best person in the crowd watch as he steps up and says something to Six.
I smirk and nod agreement.
All right.
A little confused.
Final round. I just wanted to get to this one because nobody's made it this far yet.
People are confused but start cheering again. Okay, oh yeah, last round, let's see
Final
it.
round, and I will hold up the knife to everybody to see.
Mm-hmm.
And, is there any performers nearby in the crowd?
Why don't you roll another perception check? I'll tell you right now, you don't see anyone who's like performing in the crowd.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
But with another
assume
perception, you don't see anyone like with instruments or anything that would give away that they're performers.
Okay, because I was gonna look for like a drummer that could do a little drum roll as I'm about to throw it. Like,
What about that guy that
that ran away?
There's quite festive music playing very nearby that you got. That's a high tempo that you can't hear, but the stream can.
I can't hear.
Yeah, I can't hear either.
Zelfo can make
the stream can though.
Does that mean you're live, Holden?
Yeah.
All right, round 3.
5.
Or round 5. I don't know, man. All right.
I passed algebra.
This time there's no knife throwing. There's no nothing. He's just sitting there lining up the last knife throw.
I go ahead and close my eyes and smile.
Doesn't that like take away from the game?
Right, Holden. I've already told you what this is doing.
Yeah. Okay. Roll to hit.
I'm rolling to hit.
Fucking oof.
His eyes are fucking closed.
Would that mean I have advantage?
You've set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, I guess.
Does that technically count as a blinded enemy?
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, take advantage on this strike.
So it automatically has advantage on there, right? I just need to click the attack button.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 22 to hit with max damage. Okay. So you guys all watch as he throws up a dagger, throws it across, and it goes right into Six's chest. And then and Six, you take 11 damage. And you feel this chest, this blade sink into your chest. You feel your chest.
I was gonna say I was gonna aim for the middle, in between the eyes.
In between the eyes, sure.
Yeah.
You feel in your forehead. You feel right between your eyes. You feel it hit you, and you like wait for the blood to start pouring, and you hear the whole crowd go "Ah!" as you're hit in the forehead by a fucking dagger, and then you look over, and the dagger's back in his hand, and Six, you reach and touch. There's no blood, but you got fucking hurt.
Okay. All right. That's pretty interesting.
For that, since you closed your eyes and are trying, I'm gonna have you roll a wisdom save, or this would be a Constitution. I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution saving throw to try to not. Are you still trying to not flinch despite feeling it go into your forehead?
I will try.
You will try. It's gonna be a disadvantage because you took a decent chunk of damage there.
I understand. I do.
Okay. You lost your dagger as your dagger sticks in his forehead. You rolled a 21 with disadvantage. So you rolled. I shit you not. Your natural rolls were a 19 and a nat 20, but you had disadvantage, so it's a 21 total. So
Oh,
Judeo,
damn.
yeah, you guys, this is the scene. And Judeo, he flips up this purple knife, he throws it. You guys watch it. It lands directly in between his eyes, and Six stands perfectly still. But then you look over, and in Judeo's hand is the dagger, and the whole crowd is like, "Oh, whoa!" And everybody starts cheering as he didn't move.
Wow.
But Six, your head fucking hurts, like you just got stabbed in the fucking forehead.
Okay. All right.
I walk up to him and I go, "Congratulations on winning."
I nod with a small tear in my eye. I don't smile anymore. I take what I am handed and I walk off the stage.
Did you
Okay.
win? Yes.
So I'll
What did
give
it
you
cost?
5 of your gold
Howie.
back.
Okay. Awesome.
And Judeo, you receive 5 gold.
You shouldn't give it to him anymore.
And for no, honestly, for withstanding that, I would like, here, take it. You earned it.
You want
All right. I'll
Good job getting your shit
I'll-
rocked. Here's a few gold.
I will smile a little bit at that.
I'm like, if you want to, after we after I finish up with a few more games, I wouldn't mind treating you to a drink at a bar or something.
A
Does
bet.
Percy hear that?
Say that again.
Is Percy able to hear him offer the drink to Six?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. He's not being quiet. He's not trying to be
Careful.
secretive.
That's all I'd say. Just careful.
Just careful.
Did any of your companions like to play against me?
May!
Round
That-
one
that's-
over.
Be careful. There. Just careful.
Can I play?
Sure. Why
You
not?
heard the rules, right?
What?
You heard the rules earlier, right?
Yeah.
Would
I
you
was
like to bet?
watching.
What are the rules again?
I don't think I have any money, do I?
I'll sponsor you.
You watch as she pats her pocket.
You have 24 gold. You have 24 gold, 5 silver.
Oh, I do. How much do I have to bet? How much?
Anything
I'll
you
hand-
want.
Six will hand her a platinum piece.
You're gonna throw me out of business.
Okay. I'll say thank you, Six, and I'll give it to
You're like, all right.
Okay, another platinum. 6, I will deduct that back again from your inventory.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Don't worry, you still have 20. So, you're given another platinum, and the game, as best as you have seen, the game begins. The crowd, as they started to disperse, they see a friend of this person who had essentially they perceived to have won. So the crowd starts to disperse, and they come back to, and Bess, you have about 20 people and a couple guards and Percival and Six watching this.
Yeah.
Six claps loudly.
I should ask how did the guards react to the knife in the face and then my deception check?
Oh, good call.
They, seeing Six not move, didn't react. They seemed shocked. If you had taken if it would retroactively, we can go back here and say if you had kind of looked at the guards like, oh, to see how they reacted, they seemed confused for a moment, then kind of entertained at like, oh, wow, this guy won. That was a neat trick. Like you seem to you have him bamboozled.
All right. I'm placing each of these knives in the exact same order
Okay.
that it is.
I'll use the same DCs as before. Okay. Then you can roll your first sleight of hand, and Bess, you can roll your first wisdom saving throw, as a dagger heads for your leg.
Fuck.
Oh,
That's an extra what? Oh no! I might have just missed entirely.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna roll. Wait, I need to roll something now. I do have
Fuck
rolls for
your
this. I can
leg.
come up with
Fuck
rolls
your
for this.
leg.
No, you have no control. So it's gonna
Oh, my legs.
be okay. So
Like, I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
you guys watch as Judeo, he does a little flipping trick. He tosses up his first dagger, throws it over, and it goes like a foot away. Like it's wide of Bess's leg. Just
She flinches.
not with a 12. She does not. Unless you want to say she does. But with a 12 wisdom save,
No.
you see it going wide of you, and you're like, oh, okay, this is easy. And then
Ooh,
you look
6
over,
claps.
the dagger has disappeared from the board, and it's in Judeo's hand.
I'd smile and wave at Judeo. I'm over here.
He would kind of bow and adjust the crowd like, the last win must have thrown me off my game.
Get a mild laughter from the crowd. One of the guards kind of like, as she waves at you, one of the guard kind of leans over to you. He's like, does that count as moving?
Give it to
No.
him this time.
Okay. Sure thing. Okay. Round 2.
Next one.
Sleight of hand and a wisdom save.
Better. Ooh.
Okay. Let me just double check to make sure. Yeah,
Hi,
Bess.
Bean.
This time, you see it coming for your shoulder, and as you're not quite sure if it's gonna hit. You saw some pretty close ones with 6, so you wince just slightly. You your face just scrunches up as it hits the board next to you,
Uh-oh.
and the crowd goes, "Oh!"
I clap anyway. Good shot. Good try.
After the crowd goes, "Oh," they start clapping for you. Like, "Hey, good try, good try."
Yay.
Try. Thank you for participating. Anyone
Thank
else
you.
wish to participate?
Percy, you should do it.
No thanks.
What?
It looks fun, but now that I know the whole shtick and no.
That is
Alright.
I'll
fair.
find
enough.
something else though.
Which end will you be staying at, 6?
We are staying at the Gobble Inn, I do believe.
I will come find you there, and I will buy you a drink.
I look
Careful
forward to it.
again.
Pretty cat.
I know I am.
Okay. So, with the conclusion of that little game, we're going to pause that for just a moment and head back to Zelfer and Sam, back at the General Worship Hall. I'm going to take both of you to Secret Secrets.
I'm in secret.
So, as you guys...
You guys aren't.
Yeah,
What?
you're wrong one.
Hello.
So, as you guys... I clicked on Secret Secrets and it didn't take me there. I don't only put you guys there. So I was like,
You
so
went
as
to
you
Dunn's
guys...
corner.
Yeah, as you guys, everyone was like, you're not, Holden, you're not. So, you guys kneel down before a rather simple shrine. And Sam, you're well acquainted with this. You bow your head and think of a warrior's prowess and of justice and some of the things you have done in the name of Sigismund. And Zelfer, you kneel down next to him, probably a little...
Very weirdly.
Yeah, probably a
Like,
little awkwardly.
Looking up at him every single time I get... I'm just...
Sam, you hear in your head just a little, show him.
Show him what? I'd show him how to pray, I guess. I'd tell him who Sigismund is.
Who is Sigismund?
He is the god of justice, honor, and courage. He was once a legendary warrior, and he ascended to godhood. And he trains knights of temples. You would probably fit into the justice side of that, because you do seem to be fighting for justice.
Well, on certain days. I'm trying to be better, mainly because you guys yell at me a lot. But, okay, I get down on my knees, much like in football, so one knee's up still. And I look at Sam. Is this it?
I mean, I tend to be on both knees and sitting on my feet.
I do that.
Sure.
Now what? Normally I just close my eyes and I'm in a different headspace with Snake Lady, but I want to get rid of that.
Close your eyes
I close my eyes.
and think of light.
I start
Think
thinking
of
light.
a beautiful. Think of the sun. Think of justice. Sigismund will present himself to you.
I start thinking of justice.
Okay. Zelfer, roll a religion check for me.
I can do that holding. That is well within my
Sam, do
capabilities.
so as well. I just want to see something.
How's that, buddy?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Jesus.
Watch you get way higher than Sam. It's going to be fun.
Did
Yeah,
I
you will
mention
be.
I'm decent at religion?
I'm not intellectual.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, Sam,
It's the intellect stat, dude.
Sam, you guys are both kneeling and praying now. And you feel a bit of a connection, mostly to
I'm too
Sigismund.
focused on Zelfer.
Right, but you're distracted by Zelfer. And oddly enough, whereas normally you would feel kind of this warm glow of Sigismund's presence over you, it's mostly just Zelfer. But it's not Zelfer and like it's Zelfer. It's Zelfer like you feel him there, as if in this headspace you're trying
Feel
to
him connecting.
Yeah, you as if in this headspace where you're trying to think of Sigismund, think of his domains and of justice. You're having trouble, but you feel Zelfer as if he's in that headspace with you. And then both of you here, together. Welcome, my children.
My lord.
Oh, my hello.
And Zelfer, you don't hear Sam through your ears. You hear him in your head.
This is... Hello.
You bring one before me, Samael. What for?
I do.
That's you, Mr. Sam.
He is out of touch with the world,
I have a snake problem.
as well as he has a dark god that he is trying to get rid of, and he wishes to go down a different path.
Zelfer.
Naturally, I feel you are the best path.
Samael, I commend you for your decision. But Zelfer,
Yes?
you tell me why you are here.
Well, I'm not going to lie, because I've gathered there's no point in lying to most things, especially those much more powerful than me. Main purpose, to get rid of this dark deity within my skull. Why did I pick you? Honestly, you make Mr. Sam better, and he trusts you, and I trust his opinion. You seem to be the option that I'd like to give a shot. I've only heard good things about you, and you seem to be worth giving a try.
Now, only because you rolled such a good religion check, I'm going to allow you to make a persuasion check. Okay. Zelfer, you come to me not seeking me. You seek freedom from something else. This
Currently?
is correct?
I'm seeking something more, while seeking freedom at the same time.
Zelfer, do you believe yourself a just individual?
I believe I'm working on it. Currently, no. My sins greatly outweigh my... What's the opposite of a sin?
Your just deeds. They're lacking, Zelfer.
Yes, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's honestly a work in progress. I'm trying. I mean,
He has been making attempts, my lord.
there are certain things that I'm... if you're a god, you can probably see most of what my life has been. It's a lot of conditioning I have to undo. And following a god of justice and light might help undo a lot of that conditioning.
There is a wall within your head, Zelfer. A wall of dark forces that are attempting to act against this connection. I'll make you a deal. With Samael's help. Samael, do you accept this holy mission,
Yes, my lord.
as I expected. Zelfer, I will knock down this wall for you, for now. But the dark powers within your head are strong, and they're cunning. There is much work to be done. Prove to me that you are worthy of what I can give you. Prove to Sam that you are righteous and just, and a worthy warrior of Sigismund. Prove to us, and the rest will fall into place, I assure you. Do you accept this holy mission?
I look at Sam and then trying to like mimic the best I can how he said it. Yes, my lord?
Then it is done. And Zelfer, you feel this weight that was unconscious before lifted from you, as if this metaphorical wall he was speaking of has been knocked down, as if your connection with these dark forces has been at least hindered. It's you feel free. And it's a feeling of freedom that you are not used to at all in many facets of your life.
My lord, what would be the first step in proving myself?
Sam will show you the way. Be righteous and act justice upon those who need it, and be a brave warrior in the name of Sigismund.
Does he know the way?
He knows the way.
Thanks,
Samael,
This is the way.
Samael will be your guide in this journey, and I will be at the finish line.
I look forward to talking again.
As do
My
I.
lord, I have a weapon to present or a question.
One question.
I
But-
present the sword.
You're just to clarify, you're using that
Yep.
one
the once a
ability.
day thing.
Gotcha. Okay. That'll do. Yeah, that'll work. Present the sword on the altar before you.
I do.
So, Zelfer, you watch as Sam places the sword on the altar in front of you guys. He comes back and kneels. Samael, before you ask your question, do you want Zelfer here?
Yes.
So be it. One question.
All right. One second. I'm trying to think of which of the two would be the best. Okay. My lord, who summoned me back to this life?
There's a pause, and you both feel as though a cold wind is flowing throughout the hall. Though you understand that it's not physical, it is mostly in your head. But the cold wind, you realize, blows back in the direction of Direwood. And you hear Sigismund once again. The answer to that question is blocked by many arcane roadblocks. However, I can tell you this. You have met him. And you have fought him.
Zimmer.
You feel the cold wind shift to something a bit warmer. And you understand through this religious arcane gesture that is probably affirmation of your guess.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Samael. Remember, you are his guide now. See to it he is just in his actions, in my name. And you guys feel the presence lift.
Well, that was very interesting.
It was enlightening.
Is there a trash bin nearby?
Probably not.
I kind of. Is there a place I can throw something away?
Probably somewhere outside.
Let's go find it.
Shall we
You
head
can,
back?
you can find some sort of receptacle. Yes.
As I head to it, I look at Mr. Sam. I pull out. Give me a second to find it in here. My torturer's toolkit, and I drop it in there. I look at Sam.
Oh, that's a surprise.
A sign of good faith?
Sam ponders for a second. While torturing in itself is kind of inherently bad, there's nothing to say that you can't do it for justice.
Why don't you make another religion check for this?
Me?
Yeah, please. Okay, yeah, you can keep pondering.
It's more of a sign
Well-
of me moving past what
Yep.
I've done in the past.
You know what?
You know what? For a 5, I'll tell you this. I will remind you that Sigismund's domains are justice, honor, and courage. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, there really is no honor in torturing someone.
Then it's a first step.
Indeed.
As he starts to walk away, he looks at it very, very sadly.
Oh, come on, Zophyr.
Someone else is going to go through that bag and end up with that garbage and end up with some damaging items.
Well, if they damage anyone, then we will bring justice.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Are you guys gonna go try to reconvene with your group, look around for them a bit, or?
Yeah, that's what I would plan to do.
Okay.
Sure.
And then we'll go back and give them some more time, and then we'll have you guys reconvene.
Get it, and I'm like, oh shit, and he's
So-
like, but you're not reacting. I'm like, oh shit.
So, after the game,
Blake, do you remember that?
What?
Your dad calling me out on my bullshit of being allergic to fish?
Yes.
Yeah. I just didn't want to eat the fish, dude.
other than Sam and Zelfer, what is the rest of the party doing now?
Waking up from our fucking nap. I'm just
Wake the fuck
What
up,
other
you-
games are right next to where we are standing?
Right next to you.
like within meters.
Within meters. Okay, if you were just like looking immediately to your left and right for other games, let's say, let me roll.
Did
my
anybody hear any
folder.
of that?
No,
Somebody,
I didn't.
Actually,
No.
fuck it.
Is it a beautiful day outside right now?
We're looking at rain pants, gloves, and hats.
What?
2. Okay. So the 2 games near you would be something that seems to pertain to Helm, God of Protection.
Never
looks
heard
like-
of it.
It looks
You're
like
gonna have
there's
to tell
a.
me twice.
Looks like there's some shield that people are spinning around. Some painted shield. Otherwise, there is what looks to be some sort of balancing game pertaining to Tyr, the god of justice.
Oh, Slisky, there's no game for you. There's no disembowelment of the innocent.
What do you think from Kirsty and Six?
What now?
Where should we find another game to play?
I would be fine with playing other games. But
The fuck is that
Is
noise?
somebody rubbing their microphone against plastic? What's happening?
oh, that might be me. How's
Jason,
that
whenever
better?
there's a noise, it is you.
Okay,
Yes, that is better. Thank you.
not a problem.
So, what would you guys like to do? As Judeo continues his game with other participants.
What is the? Oh, there's the shield spinning game, and then there was a balancing game. You said.
What?
The Helm game and the game for Tier.
Mm-hmm. There appears to be a game dedicated to Helm, which involves spinning a shield, and there's another game pertaining to Tier, which involves something more meticulous. It seems people are placing objects on scales.
Oh,
That
'cause
sounds
he's
like
the god of
math.
balance.
Justice.
Balance.
Basically. Well, I thought-
You're
Let's
saying
take a
balance wrong.
few steps to the left and see what other games there are.
Okay. Otherwise, nearby, you would see appears to be some sort of archery range. To a game dedicated to Malar, the god of the hunt. Or there's you see people fencing with wooden swords. That appears to be some sort of game dedicated to Tempest, god of war.
Actually, I don't know if I should say it out loud.
Do it anyway.
I'm not Zelfer. You can't make me do that.
Oh, yeah, Bess, you were looking for a puzzle game, yes?
I was keeping my eye out for one, yeah.
I'll just mention as well, to add to the list, there does appear to be some game pertaining to Gond. That looks like finding a puzzle piece or something along those lines. Just at a glance, these are the things you see.
Cool.
If you guys would like to more thoroughly investigate the games, I can tell you what each of them is, and then you can tell me if you'd like to play them, if you'd prefer that. Because you got free reign. Sam and Zelfer are gone, so if you have time to kind of look around, enjoy the sights. I will also mention there are plenty of sweets and treats, and ales, meats.
Not my sweets. Not my treats.
Plenty of delicious things to be consumed. But I will tell you. Okay, so we'll just go through this. When you go over to that game of pertaining to Helm, it is a painted shield with painted with an eye in the center and lines painted across it, and people. It's posted on a sort of pedestal, and there are. It's quartered in these lines, so each section of the shield is quartered off with 1, 2, 3, and 4, and people are just spinning the shield, and based on what they get, they win some sort of prize.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Otherwise,
I won't be right back.
You take a look over at the game pertaining to Gond, and it appears there's this randomized puzzle, like jumble of wooden pieces put together, and then you're given a large bucket of puzzle pieces in front of you, and one piece is removed from the puzzle, and then thrown into the bucket, and it's mixed up, and you have to, within the time limit, find the right piece to that puzzle. Otherwise, and there's the god of the hunt, Malar. The game for her is literally just an archery range with various targets. And
much
then
like archery.
there's Tempest, the god of war. His game is basically people fencing with wooden swords, and people place their bets, and the crowd can place bets on who's going to win. Players can also place bets. Or participants, and it's just a game of best 2 out of 3 striking your opponent first. But it's quite harmless. They're wooden practice swords, and it's a little made into a little bit of a spectacle for people to enjoy. It's on a slightly raised platform, and all of these are facilitated by guards.
Every single one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop asking questions that make me wonder what you're doing.
Paying attention is the fun thing.
There are also plenty of people drinking and eating and laughing, conversations. And
yeah, Percival's gonna make his way to the drinking and eating area.
Sure, yeah.
And then proceed to drink and eat.
Yeah, there's like a large tent setup. You know when you go to like a real life festival, they always have the one big tent that's like the beer tent.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, and this is where all the little stalls for all the like the candied apples, the pastries, and the spiced meads, and all the the seasonal fun, delicious things.
I know a guy who likes spiced mead.
Do they have a summer shandy?
Probably something like it. Like there's a lot in
sangria?
I know a guy who likes summer shandy.
If you'd like to spend some time in there just enjoying the food and drink, I could just give you a price and you could sit there and just enjoy being in the festival and have
I will
some
do that while the
treats.
other two do games.
Sure. Why don't you? I assume you're gonna. Why don't you tell me what you're? Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or?
Take me to Secret Secrets for a second, if you will.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I promise. Sorry, I'm pulling up Discord. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, look at the camera. They don't know I'm talking. See?
Right. Yep.
They have no idea.
They have no idea I'm talking either. Yep.
Okay. How would Slisky feel about me playing games dedicated to other gods? Sorry. Slisky, what's your say on the games? May I partake, or is that against you? Even if I don't worship them, I can still win money.
Just taking a second to ponder it and try to make a connection with Slisky and just kind of figure it out. You don't.
I figured
so
when I
much-
got to the tent and started eating and drinking, I was...
Yeah. You kind of sit there and just to yourself. You don't really get a response, and normally you kind of do a lot of the time, so you kind of take that as a who fucking cares.
Solid.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So
Find out who's taking care of him for the week.
You guys had no fucking idea what I was saying when my hand was over my mouth. You guys are a bunch of idiots. Bunch of stupids.
Did you tell him he's live?
Ah, fuck.
So what are you guys doing?
Drinking, eating, and drinking.
All right, why don't you just throw gold on the table and you'll have plenty of treats and drinks, etc.
Make it 2.
Make it 2. You are chock full of delicious foods you are very much not used to, or like you used to
Wait,
be
if I'm
used
chock full at 2 gold, the fuck does 3 gold give me?
Even more expensive
Death.
stuff. But
Oh,
if you want to
okay,
remove
2
that
it
from
is.
your gold, you can get plenty of goodies for 2 gold.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
First he goes to kill himself with
You'll
food.
probably kill a fair amount of time just chilling
Don't
and
at me IRL, dude. Chill.
enjoying the sort of festive atmosphere that you have not experienced in a very, very, very long time.
Dude, he's vibing right now. He's
Yeah.
like tapping his foot. And
Ooh, is he
moving around his
There's some
music
good
and
festive
shit.
music. Yeah, it's a good time.
Is he passing his vibe check today?
He is passing his vibe check
yeah.
right now. He is hella
really is.
passing that vibe check.
Yeah, like I imagine like the Renaissance Festival when like you got the accordions in the background, but you're also eating like a fucking entire mutton leg, and you're kind of just like, this is cool.
good. Yep, that's Percy right now. So, Bess and Six, are there any games you'd like to partake in, or are you just going to join Percival and just enjoying the change in atmosphere?
Is Jason here? I don't think Jason is here.
I thought he was, but
He said he'd be right back, and
yeah.
then
Okay, then I
wasn't
assume
right
he
back.
will go wherever you go, Bess.
Oh, okay.
Bess gets to make a decision.
Oh, you guys are on a date. Cute.
To play the puzzle game.
Okay. So you head over to this little area set up in the name of Gond, and you see there's this large wooden board with very like little like imagine those puzzles for adults that are like have like 6 different fucking sides.
Oh boy.
They're like really ridiculous. There's just like maybe like 30 of them on this board that they shake up, and then they remove one, throw it in a bucket in front of you, and you gotta find the right. And they shake that up, and you gotta find the right one. This will be an intelligence-based game.
Cool. Yes, I would really very much love. Well, Bess would
Okay.
love to play this game.
Okay. Then as you
Clara will not.
as you approach, seemingly interested, a very lighthearted guard sees you coming. Welcome. Would you like to participate today?
Yes, I would please.
Absolutely fantastic. It's 2 copper pieces per game.
Do I have any copper, Holden? I don't know what I have.
You do not? If you need to exchange currency, we can certainly do that here.
Okay.
So if you
I
1
get-
silver is 10 copper.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll change that out for you. I'll take all your
Thank you.
silver, and I'll give you 8 copper back as you're giving 2 to him for a game.
Yeah.
Sure. And so there's several of these kind of in a row here. Other people are playing, and Six cheers you on. He's like, "You got this." As you as the guard says, "Okay, if you're ready, here we go." And he goes over to the board, shakes it up, takes one piece out, throws it in the bucket in front of you, takes the bucket away, shakes it up, and then puts it back down in front of you. Now you have 1 minute to find the right piece. You get 2 guesses. Are you ready?
Yes.
Then your time starts now. And you can make 2 intelligence checks for me to see if you can find the right piece just by kind of eyeballing it.
2 intelligence checks.
Yeah.
Where do I go to roll that? I'm sorry. Oh, just go. No. Is that
Bottom.
under skills? There
Bottom.
we go. Am I rolling 2 of these? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Or
2,
1?
2 intelligence checks.
So do I have to roll twice? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Down here. Sorry, my roll 20 is being kind of goofy now.
I can roll it for you if you'd like. I can roll the second one.
No, I got it. I didn't drag out my normal mouse, so I'm on the trackpad, and it's weird.
Okay. So you fumble through for a minute, and you kind of, you're picking up pieces and comparing them to the hole about 5 feet in front of you. Like, no, there's like 100 pieces in here. You pull one out, and it might be the one. Hard to say. You're kind of running out of time. So you're like, this one. And he takes it and goes and puts it up against the board. Doesn't fit. Sorry.
Oh.
And he brings it back, sets it in. He shakes up the bucket again, and he says, "You have about 20 more seconds. Good luck." And you start fumbling through again. You're like, And you find it when you kind of compare it. You're like, "Oh, this has to be it." And you hand it to him. He says, "Well, you have 5 seconds left, so I hope so." And he brings it over, and it's a perfect fit. And you've done it. 6 cheers for you. Like, well done, Bess. And the guard comes back. "And for your prize, well done, very well done. We have candied apples. We have any delicious beverage from the cart over there. We have, let's take a look here." And he kind of starts going through like a little bin. He says, "Well, we have a little doll here, and that is in the shape of Gond. We have, let's see, other assorted snacks. We have
Can I have a
pastries."
candied apple?
"Yeah, we can do a candy. Of course. And he goes back and grabs one for you, puts it on a stick, and hands you a candied apple.
Yay, thank you.
Nani?
And 6 tells you again, "Well done, Bess."
Do you want some? I asked if you want some of the candied
"Oh,
apple.
no, that's yours. Well, okay, maybe just a bite." And he takes a bite.
Eats
all of
the
it.
whole thing in one bite. Jaw on edges.
That's a deal breaker.
Are there any other games we're interested in? Or shall we fast forward slightly?
We shall.
Okay. So eventually, Six and Bess and Percy, you guys are just enjoying the festival. Maybe watch a couple more games, enjoy the music. When Six and Bess reconvene with Percy back in the larger tent to maybe sharing some snacks. And Sam and Zelfra, as you guys are kind of going about the festival, it's packed now. The streets are full of people, and there's games and music. Eventually, you kind of follow the scent of goodies and find your way to the group. And the group is reconvened at around, we'll call it 10 or 11 a.m. Still relatively early, but...
So I got this pineapple chicken from a Chinese place, and it's fucking bomb as hell. Holden, we should get Chinese.
I just had Chinese yesterday, but yes.
Sam would take his puppy and his kitty to go get some food.
Yeah.
I will follow with Sam.
Just for the sake of simplicity, anyone who wants like a good amount of snacks and drinks, throw a gold in and you're pretty set.
Sam, now you have 2 puppies.
Be looking around, actually. And do I see anyone who looks like they're... Do I see anyone who's like in the tent but like looking like they want to eat but hasn't grabbed anything to eat?
Roll
Like
a
people-
perception check. Why not?
Just kind of glancing about, looking kind of sad that they're not eating anything.
Okay. With that, let me see here. Yeah, okay. You do notice, most people in this tent have either something to eat or drink or both. There's a lot of lively conversation, groups of kids running around. But you do notice, one group of kids walks by, or runs by, kind of laughing. And one of them is dressed a bit more poorly than the others, a bit dirty. While all the other kids have something they're snacking on, this one kid does not. It's a young girl. These kids are maybe... This girl is the age, 6 to 12. This girl's maybe 7 years old. She's in a kind of ratty dress.
Gonna walk towards her. Excuse me.
Hi.
I'm gonna grab two
The rest
gold
of the
pieces.
kids look up at you like wide-eyed, looking at you.
You dropped this. I hand her a gold piece. And I wink at her.
She says, no, I
Yes.
didn't, and tries to
I'm
hand
pretty
it back to you.
sure I'm pretty sure you did.
No,
I just kind of smile. Pause. I kind of stand up. What? I think it's yours either way. And I walk away.
The rest of you watch him do this, and the girl goes, you see her smile, and all the kids are like, what? And she runs over to the nearest snack stall and grabs a pastry and gets her change back, and she's freaking all the other kids are like, what? Whoa, can I have some? Can I have some? And she treats herself and her friends to a bunch of snacks.
I walk towards Sam and give a thumbs up.
Did the rest of
I
us
give
know?
her a thumbs.
He did not do it secretly, so I would say you
give
probably
him a
all
thumbs
noticed.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be hidden.
Percy holds his
Zelfer?
tankard up and looks at Six and goes, imagine getting a gold piece.
She dropped it.
You should be like that all the time. That was really kind of you.
I was just returning what she dropped.
Well, good on you for having the keen eye to pick up money off the ground and return it to people.
Thank you, Mr. Percy.
I wink at him.
I blink at you aggressively. Like this.
Thank you.
You know, it's funny because with the poor frame rate of Roll20, it just
Yeah,
looked
it
like you
just
went
looked
to
like
the
you
camera and
closed
closed
your
your eyes. Yeah.
Zelfer, that was very respectable.
Oh, hi, Six.
Hi. I've been here the whole time.
Kind of shrug. Mr. Sam had to talk to me about not being, as you guys say, an asshole.
Is that so?
Yeah, I'm surprised none of you have mentioned it to me before.
Not exactly, but sure, something of the sort.
Thank you, Sam, for addressing a problem that has been plaguing us for a very long time. Sorry, Zelfer.
Oh, I think you dropped something too. I flip her off with a smile on my face.
I really love the idea of you guys calling Zelfer a plague. Right. So, you guys enjoy the festival for a bit. And it does continue. You see people come and go around noon or 1. Probably, you've been sitting and enjoying the festival for quite some time now.
As we are walking around, I'm assuming not just sitting in this one area.
Right.
I'd like to do that I would like to use about 6 gold in the same sense.
Okay.
Just finding people who are looking at games like they want to play but obviously can't, and just kind of walking up to them and handing them a gold piece, going, I swear I saw you drop this, and walking away from them.
A general charisma check.
Alright, I'm gonna let you know I might use a luck point for this, depending on how well I roll.
Sure.
I will be using a luck point and taking the 16.
Okay. You guys watch this throughout the afternoon. Zelfer, just every now and then when he sees somebody who looks to not be having as good a time or is a bit poorly dressed or doesn't have a drink or, he does that several more times, and each time they take it. Several times people are a little greedy and are like, oh, yeah, thanks, and take it right away. Other times, it's a child who is confused again, but he continues his deed throughout the afternoon. And you guys can all tell he probably picked people who probably either could use it or maybe deserved it, but it's a good
great
gesture
eyes
either way.
Becoming God. You deserve this.
What a weird way to look at my good deeds.
It's Zelfer, I can't help it.
And eventually, I'd say you guys do come across Judeo again, who has probably wrapped up his games for the evening.
I'm assuming, is 6 friendly with him?
Judeo.
6.
Ah, there we go. So he comes across you guys again.
Who are you?
Oh, I am but an entertainer, sir.
He stabbed 6 between the eyes with a knife earlier today.
I kind of glare and look at Sam and then look back at this man.
I did no such thing. as you can see, and I'll pull out one of my knives from my bandolier, and I'll put my palm and slam it hard against the blade, and the blade seems to retract into the into the fucking handle, whatever it's called.
The
The
grip.
blade
My
goes
hand-
into your hand, retracts
The
into
blade
your
grip.
hand.
Arc.
The handle?
But yes, it goes into the handle, and when I remove my hand, the blade seems to pop back out. Like, see,
Like,
there's no
magic.
danger at all. And I'll put it back, and I'm gonna shoot 6 a wink.
Okay.
6.
He returns with a
silent.
nod.
6 winks back.
Interesting. Can I? Do we mind
There's a
just
good
sitting?
fucking roll.
Do we mind just sitting here for like 10 minutes to be exact?
Are we?
We can go to the bar and go have a conversation if you wish.
I'll be doing some reading. Well, you guys can talk. I just want to be around you for about 11, 12 minutes in total.
Why specifically 11 or 12 minutes?
Well, because specific numbers make me happy.
Oh,
I can
I'd be
respect
perfectly
that.
fine to sit that amount of time or longer at a bar if you wish. What was that bar? The Goblin Hole. What-
Gobble in.
Well, aren't we still
Goblin.
enjoying the festival? Isn't it
Oh, yeah.
rather early in the day?
I don't know. I
always go
kind of
back
like
out.
the goblin hole.
If you ask the owner, they might show you a goblin hole.
I don't like that though. Not even. Zelfa, not even a little bit.
Zelfer is
I
laughing.
have to agree with the shirtless man.
Thank you for noticing.
You aren't wearing a shirt, right? I've heard a lot
Nope,
about
never
it.
do.
I've heard a lot about it.
Shirts are for fucking idiots who wear
Okay,
shirts.
Silas.
I look at
I'd
6.
punch him in the shoulder.
Yes.
Mr. 6, you know who would enjoy this?
Who's that, Zelford?
Miss Menon. I'm gonna cast sending.
Okay.
One moment as I take us to Secret Secrets. Okay, you're casting
Hi.
sending to Menon.
I get to talk.
Oi! Hello! We are at a festival. Made me think of you. Hope all is well. Trying to be nicer lately.
4 left.
Miss you tons, Zelfa.
Menon, you didn't respond.
Okay. Hi, Zelfer. I'm actually headed to a festival myself. Miss you too. Also miss the pirates. I bought a tiger.
5 left. Reminder, you don't have to use them.
miss you. I miss you too. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. 6, what are the odds of another festival being in town? Or anywhere nearby?
Fairly poor, I would assume. I mean, it seems like everybody's here.
Miss Menon says she's heading to a festival.
Oh,
That's us. We're at a festival.
maybe she's coming this way.
Well, if she is, do we avoid her like the plague?
If she is, we
No,
kill her.
she's our
again,
friend,
don't we?
Why are we?
Part
why-
3.
Why do we?
Six, I have to ask, do you actually say that out loud?
Yes.
Yes?
What?
Okay. Do I need to roll a deception for that one, Holden?
For what?
The fact that he just said, oh, if we see Menon again, are we killing her?
No, that.
Oh,
No, that was Sam. And no, I
Oh.
didn't. I wouldn't
My
actually
bad.
say-
You didn't actually say that? Okay, thank you. Because that might have changed my demeanor a bit.
No, that's just a joke.
Hey,
Well,
if we
between
see Menon
us.
again, do we think you should kill her again?
Let's kill her again.
Mr. Percy, now would be your chance because we won't see her after this. You can get some.
I told you after you messaged sending and she sending you
some.
back. I'm over her.
Are you though?
Well,
You don't even know her, Bess.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't know her without the clothes on.
Haven't I been in her shirt?
Yes.
Ah, fuck, you're right. You got me
Bess
good.
has canonically seen her men in titties, probably. Let's be honest.
Well, let's enjoy some of the festival before we head out and go drinking. Are there any games here that require a keen brain?
There's a puzzle game. I want an apple.
I work out my brain muscle daily.
I'll head to the puzzle game?
Sure. You're led to the same game that I had mentioned before. Were you here for that description? You were here for that description.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
And as you approach, the guard says, "Oh, welcome back to Bess. I see you brought friends. Very good, very good. Would you like to play?"
Yes, she does want to play.
Of course, it is 2 copper per game.
I hand him 4 copper and I'll say I'll play twice.
Sure, of course. If you're ready then, he goes and shakes up the board, takes out 1 piece, throws it in the bucket, shakes that up, and he says, "For the first game, you have 1 minute. Whenever you're ready, you get 2 guesses."
Okay, make two
You can make
intelligence.
2 intelligence checks.
Do I do I find it the
Actually,
second time?
You can, yeah. The first one, again, similarly to Bess, you pull one out, you think that's it, the guard brings it over, not quite, you got about 30 seconds left, and immediately he throws, that piece back in the bucket, and immediately like, oh, no, it's this one. Like, as soon as he comes back, he's like, oh, okay, and he puts it in, and that is correct. And so you have your choice of candied apple, pastries, a little doll representing Gond.
I got the doll.
Okay, you have a doll representing Gond.
I'm not going to put it in my inventory because it won't stay there long.
Okay.
Okay, and then my
okay.
second game?
I see where this is going. Okay, you can make 2 more intelligence checks.
Do I need to?
Fuck the
You
doll.
cannot possibly lose. yeah. Okay, this time, with that, he sets it up again, shakes it up, makes sure everything is very randomized, puts the bucket down. You just look down at the bucket. First piece you grab, it's this one. He goes, oh, rather confident. After like 5 seconds, puts it in. He's like, well done. Would you like another doll?
Mm-hmm.
Well done, of course. Well, very well done. And he gives you have 2 dolls representing.
I'm going to find the first 2 kids and hand them 2 dolls.
Okay. You find a group of kids walking by, and you give them the dolls, and they seem perplexed but appreciative.
I had no need for them. I just wanted to prove I was smarter than a puzzle piece. I walk away.
Sure. So you guys spend some more time, unless anyone else would like to play any more of the games that I've mentioned.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, well then you guys spend a few more hours enjoying the festival. Oh, that's a terrible sound. Holy shit, that was a terrible sound.
Wait.
Oh, yee. You spend a few more hours enjoying the festival. Things begin to wind down a bit as the sun isn't quite setting, but you guess just looking at it, you got a couple hours left of daylight. But things are winding down a little bit.
Blake, shut the fuck up.
What did I do? You've got a point, Menon.
Yeah, weirdo handing out dolls to children.
And
I didn't
money.
want
And money.
I had money.
I'm a lot like the fucking Catholic Church right now.
True.
So after
Minus
a
the
few
no
more
pants
hours,
thing.
as the
That's fair.
sun, as you look over, you got a couple hours of daylight left. The group is approached by a couple of guards,
Ah, shit, it's happening.
and one of them speaks up. Excuse me, you're the man with the. Are you the man handing out gifts to children?
Well, I'm just trying to make people's day a little better. It's a festival, you know?
Right. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. I'm handing out to people who look like they're not having as much fun and allowing them to join the festivities.
Make a perception check.
Festivals are normally meant for more for children, correct? Persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily, but We just received reports of a very strange man giving things out to children, so we figured we'd check it out. The eyes give it away, in case you were wondering.
He's learning how to be nice.
Would you mind, what doll have you been handing out?
I handed out in total 7 gold pieces and 2 dolls that I won in the puzzle game.
Dolls and gold pieces. Okay. He looks to the other guard, and the other guard shrugs. Right. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you very much for your charity. Farewell. And they walk off.
I look at 6. People aren't normally nice to each other, are they?
6 goes silent.
6 gives you a death glare.
Is Judeo still with the group at this point?
Unless you left.
Would you guys allow him to hang out with you?
I want to eventually investigate him with 10 minutes of stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Judeo, you're still with them. You're kind of hanging out.
It depends. Usually you'd thought of more of a fool or a clown. Child diddler.
Well, I think you're a fool and a clown. Do I get bonus points?
Me or for Zelfer?
Sure. Whichever one gives me bonus points.
I will say I'm an entertainer, not an idiot.
Ah, damn.
Prove
Is
it.
there really a
Or
difference?
that. It depends. I've seen some. Let's just say I've had a fair share of run-ins with a few idiot performers. Not you.
Do most of them involve when you look in a mirror?
Oh, no. I never look in a mirror.
Well, that explains a lot.
Fuck. Stop it. He's already dead.
Zelfer's just saying this with a smile, hoping that he's catching on to how to joke with people.
Those were good ones, Zelfert. Those were good ones.
Those are some decent burns. Good thing these knives are fake, though.
None of those were burns. The burns require fire. I can burn you.
What?
If you wish to be burned, that is a possibility. Those were insults said in a joking fashion.
He does not want to be burned. Being burned is
Another way of saying jokes that are insults.
Well, why would they use a word that already means?
People are strange.
Because the world fucking sucks, Zelfer.
That's why we have festivals, Percy.
True that.
You're right there, Zelfer.
We're getting to it. We're getting to a loop.
I hate how well you play someone so fucking stupid.
He's just smiling and looking at you.
It pays homage to the true Blake.
How
rude.
How about we go get that drink?
All right.
Blake, I'm gonna ice the fuck out of you.
Oh shit! You're gonna be 21.
Yeah, I am. I can buy ices. But fuck.
Oh, Isaac's a baby.
I am baby. I am baby of the group right now. In the group chat, I am baby.
Isaac, you're
When do you turn 21?
I turn 21 tomorrow.
He turns
Isaac,
21
Hey, I
in
turn. Hey,
an hour.
Isaac.
And some.
Isaac, I turn 23 tomorrow.
Yeah, we have the same birthday.
We've been over this.
Yeah,
Friday the
like,
13th.
numerous times. What's up, dude? Knuckles. Punch your computer. Do it for me.
We have to sing happy birthday to them
Fuck
before
yeah.
the end of the game.
No, we don't. You guys
I
have
don't.
enjoyed the
No.
festival
Bye.
for the majority of the day. And as there's maybe an hour of daylight left, you finally decide to go and have that drink with this Judeo character. As Zelfer has a particular interest in him. You guys make your way back to the Gobble Inn. I will place your tokens back in there now. The only thing that's really out of the ordinary, other than it being, rather not busy with the festival going on, you notice right away that there is actually behind the counter, rather than the goblin, there is a woman that you do not recognize. And where the hell is Bess's token? Oh, she's over here. Gotcha.
I hate
Bess
her.
is dead.
Mr. Percy,
Yes.
if I was to say, give a gift for someone who uses blades, what would you prefer as a blade?
Me?
Yes,
I have my 2 blades. If I needed more blades, though, probably a cool dagger. I don't have a dagger. I don't have enough blades now that I think about it. I only
Yeah.
have 2.
Hypothetically, of course.
Oh, yeah. No, hypothetically, if you were to ask me, hypothetically, I would have hypothetically given the answer, probably a dagger.
There we go.
To be honest,
Or a
Judeo,
smaller knife.
For the time being, I'm pinging. This is going to be your temporary token.
I would have moved up to the bar and bought a drink for 6 as soon as we gotten there.
I will spend.
And, how many people are surrounding me by the bar at this point? Like, is it just 6 in Zelfire, or is everybody there?
I believe everybody's there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step back and spend 10 minutes to cast detect magic as a ritual spell,
Okay.
and we'll see.
So Judeo, you notice Zelfer kind of step back behind you and start kind of doing some
No,
very.
He's gonna go to a table and sit down and start doing it.
How far? But like, how far away? Like you're.
I have a range. I have a range of 30 feet. So
30 feet away.
Oh, I'm here. So
You
I'll
could go
probably
like
be,
here.
Yeah, I'll go here. I can
Okay.
move with the spell active.
But there are. What are the components? Like, how visible is this?
The components? Oh god, I've shut
I
everything
believe
on
it
my
has
computer.
verbal and somatic components, does it not?
If I'm
Yeah,
cast-
dork.
boop, 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 boop. That is
You look like a
probably.
duck.
I'm not gonna find it while I'm looking in fucking cantrips because it's
Okay,
not
well, we'll
cantrip.
say for the time being.
Verbal somatic.
Verbal and somatic, yes. So you guys would notice Zelfer kind of step off and just start very quietly mumbling and moving his hands in arcane fashion.
With a book open as I
Like,
fuck around.
probably not very discreetly looking at Judeo.
Well, I can't. I'd be looking at my books for the full
Fair,
10
fair.
minutes.
But yeah,
Stinky.
if you wanted to grab a drink for 6 and yourself, just an ale, we'll call it.
I would probably grab it for whoever's wanting drinks in front of the party. Because I did offer I would buy them all drinks. And I would say cheers. And when everybody starts to drink, I would just look at them and say like, so I heard a name drop earlier. Where's Menon? What have you done with her?
Do you want the convoluted answer, or do you want the...
What?
I don't know.
I only heard the convoluted answer and then nothing.
Or the answer that'll make you go, huh, okay.
I would like to
She
have
died.
the truth.
Yeah, she died. But here's where the roller coaster begins.
Killed
She
her.
lived.
She came back.
Did you die? Yes. But then I lived.
Killed her.
We didn't kill her. She died in a fight.
Well,
She was part of our group.
yeah, she traveled with us for a while.
Did I sense that some shit's not being told to me?
Make an insight check.
Should I eat these fortunes from the fortune cookies?
Yes, that's the only way they come true.
Judeo, you can tell they're not telling you the full story. But
That's
as
for
you're
you,
you're looking to your right and kind of looking at them.
I'm being truthful. I don't even remember the whole
Yeah.
story.
You're looking to your right and kind of looking these guys up and down, maybe a little not so sure of their story. You notice a young woman enter the tavern. A very familiar young woman.
Damn, she got some titties on her. Fuck!
I'll kind of just side glance the party, and he'll go, we'll resume this conversation later.
I run
And,
up to Judeo and give him a big fucking hug, squeeze all of the air out of him.
You guys notice Menon run up behind you, not saying hello and hugging
He's
your
now
new
a
friend.
Oh,
Being.
speaking of Menon, the dead one.
Judy! How have you
Who didn't die.
been? I've been looking for you.
I've been looking for you. That's why I ran into your party.
Oh.
Your friend seems to be doing something. Let's move a little bit away from him.
Good to see you too.
I can walk I scream.
Hold on. Hold on. Six, we're gonna talk later, okay?
Uh-huh.
I would like to move about a little bit past this table, about right there, just so I'm barely out of range as Elfer.
Okay.
Does
You
Menon know
guys
that I'm a-
you guys move over and start talking over here, and Zelfer gets up and moves over here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna finish casting the spell because it lasts an hour.
Oh, right. Yeah, Zelfer doesn't move. Yeah.
It lasts 10 minutes. So,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and walk away from me.
Does Menon know that I'm a person?
No, she wouldn't know who the fuck you are.
Sad.
So, he would probably bring a Menon aside and go like, "So,
Do you want me to take you to Secret Secrets?
that doesn't matter to me, I guess."
Okay.
That's up to you.
I'm just saying.
Six kind of stands closer to Bess, just in this moment here.
Yeah. If you want it to be a private conversation, you're trying not to let the party hear you, then I can move us to Secret Secrets, and you can unless they try to intervene. Otherwise, they will be able to hear what you're saying.
It doesn't matter to me. I
Okay.
mean, I'm pretty much gonna tell him what she already knows because I
Then
don't know
go
anything
ahead.
else, right?
Go ahead.
Like, so, I heard that you died.
Yeah, that was. But I'm back. It took a while to get all of it, but I'm back. So, how have you been? How's the rest of the family?
Do you have a friend following you?
Friend, like what do you mean?
Good.
Oh, no, she hasn't come yet.
Okay, never mind. Like, the family's been good.
They're all still alive?
Would I know that, DM?
I'm leaving that up to you. I
Last time I saw them,
I would
yes.
say most likely, as far as you're aware, yes.
Thank God.
Though it's been a minute.
It has been a bit. I took up a job in order to try to find out what happened to you since you kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for a while.
What happens when you die?
Zelfer mumbles under his breath as he's continuing this cantation.
When he died twice.
So, yeah, I see you met the rest.
Yeah, I played a game with two of them.
Which one?
I believe the names was Six and Bess.
Bess?
I would wave.
What?
Hi, Menon.
Bess is
I'm a person now. Well,
What?
I always was a person, but you see, my evil uncle Zimmer, he turned.
I'm gonna go run over to Bess and give her a little hug and a kiss on the forehead.
Oh, I'd hug her back so hard. Oh my god.
I missed you, my little darling. How are you?
I'm so
I
good.
can
I'm a
talk to you now.
person again.
I hug her tight.
I'm a person again.
I always thought you were a person.
Also, Six, did you do what I asked?
I pull out the bagpipes and attempt to play a bit of a tune there. Would you mind rolling me a performance?
I was gonna say, without a roll, you could definitely show her that you have begun to understand how to play the bagpipes.
Okay, all right.
I give him 50 gold.
I smile and I will indeed take it and pocket it.
I will add that to your inventory
I
because
will
that
say,
is son of a bitch.
thank
Okay.
I'll walk up.
I've been doing my best.
I'm gonna walk up to Min and say like, yeah, I kind of put a knife through Six's forehead.
You what?
I nod.
He didn't flinch.
He's okay.
You know my shtick.
And it's at about this point, Zelfer,
He doesn't know your shtick.
you finish your ritual.
I walk towards and look at Judeo.
The only thing magical about me are the magical gloves I have.
That is.
What kind
Oh yeah, no. The only thing on you. Yep, yeah.
What is the School of Magic, bitch?
I don't. It's the gloves of what are they called? I sent it to you and I completely forgot what they're called. Oh, yeah, it's in my inventory. Why am I not checking?
Yes,
that?
it's in. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Gloves of missile snaring.
Kind of look at him. Interesting. I don't know what school of magic that is, to be honest.
I don't know what it is either. But basically, they give me the monk catching ability, but not the throwback ability.
Yeah, I know what they do. I kind of look at him. Look back around him. Look at Menon. Is there anything magical about her that's new?
Nothing new, I don't think.
Nope.
At the moment.
No. Interesting.
Nothing magical about me, sir. I just have sleight of hand.
It would be enchantment magic. It'd be in the enchantment school.
Would you know I cast that spell? It wouldn't show anything. Only I would see it.
I mean, you're paying attention to my gloves.
I would glance at them because I'd see instantly what school and glance to Menon immediately.
That's fair.
I go, interesting.
What is, sir?
What?
What is?
A lot of things.
Do you want to share with us?
Are you interested in my my magic tricks?
So you admit that they're magic?
It's not magic. It's all sleight of hand.
Well, his gloves are magic.
Yeah.
Yes, but they do not pertain to my.
Keep saying that, Judy. You're not fool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he probably fools quite a few people, actually.
Not me, though.
At this point, Sam is dining on a nice steak and whiskey meal again.
That's like his fucking life.
Hey, hold on. The next thing I'm about to say to Menon is meant to be stupid. And Zelfer will smile when he says it. Have you been getting my messages?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Huh, good. I mean, you've responded to him, so I assumed, but just had to check.
Yeah. But yes, I have been getting them.
I see you can still laugh.
Yeah, it hasn't gone away yet, which I'm hopeful. So, fingers crossed. So,
I'm not gonna lie, this is awkward.
Yep, this is real awkward.
Well, that's because we're not drinking enough.
You're right. No, or I order a drink.
Sure.
Zelfer asked for milk.
Another round.
At this point, Judea would probably take one of the further seats. Where's the? Oh, God damn it!
I'll take your
down
strongest,
here.
almost most expired milk.
And kind of stitching himself away from. He'd probably kind of situate himself away from the group at this point.
Okay.
Just kind of let them interact with each other.
Think about this though, man. And crunchy milk.
Ew! Shut up.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
While they're doing their thing, he's just doing his little knife toss thing routine.
Okay.
Judeo, stop sulking. Get over here.
I will every now and then, during the 10 minutes my spell is up, keep glancing at him to see if anything changes.
Technically, the knife is made out of psionic energy, correct? Is that technically magic, or is that just?
But you don't have them on you. You conjure them.
That's
He
correct.
said he was. Didn't you just say you were tossing
I'm
one?
throwing knives in the air.
Oh, you're tossing one of them? Then you would detect
Yes, I'm-
conjuration magic from it, I believe.
I'd smile and look at him and nod, and then look to Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam,
Yes.
if I gave you a parchment and a utensil of writing known as a quill, could you sketch me the amulet? Or some symbol for my new friend?
Sure.
Because then I can go to the blacksmith and maybe get one made for myself, because I'd like to hold something.
Sure.
I hand him a piece
Holden,
of parchment.
we decided on.
Sorry, what?
We decided on a emblem for it, right?
No, we did not.
Did we not?
We have not.
I thought we came up with. We talked about it at one point.
If we did, I do not recall, but we can clarify afterward.
I will hand him a piece of paper and my quill.
For the sake of this, you could draw him the symbol quite easily, and we can discuss that after the session.
What it is. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I just draw him the symbol.
I take the piece of paper that holds the symbol and I put it in my pocket.
The piece of paper that has insert symbol here on it.
Yeah.
I love
After After I finish eating and drinking my whiskey and feeding my pets, I tell the party that there's some info that they deserve.
Oh yes, are you saying it in public with everyone here, including the guy who has fake weapons?
No,
They're not fake.
I was
It's
gonna
fine.
go
Not
upstairs.
real.
Judeo, get over here. I swear I'm not afraid to use magic to make you get over here.
Nope, we're going upstairs.
Sadie.
They sting like they're real.
Well, yes. I mean, they're not fake, but they're not
Six
real.
turned into a robot.
It's fine.
You know?
Well, meet me in my room whenever everyone.
I will be sure to bring an extra pair of clothes. And I nod.
An extra pair of what?
Clothing.
Sure.
You know how messy Sam can get. Does Sam say anything to that?
No, Sam just looks at you weird and then decides to leave.
I look at Six and give him a thumbs up.
I shrug.
Who else but Zelfer?
Well, Miss Menon, you can stay here and get reacquainted. We are gonna go talk about some stuff. And we'll be back in approximately whenever.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Don't die while we're gone.
No promises.
Well, I am severing all ties with the creature that brought you back, so I don't think I have another chance at that one.
Oh. We'll talk later.
You know where to find me. Just ask around for the guy with horrifying eyes. And I head
You
towards
got it.
Sam's room.
Christ. Okay,
Zelfer, you could minor illusion your eyes to be vertical.
so Sam and Zelfer start heading upstairs alone.
I go to my room to grab an extra pair of and then go to Sam's room.
Is there anything you guys would like to discuss or do down here? Shall I move on?
I actually think Percy's gonna follow because he wants to know what the fuck is up.
Six
I'm
would
guessing
definitely want
that
to catch
Six
up with
and
Min and
Best
see what she's been up to for the last few weeks.
Okay. So, Six and Bess will hang out with Judeo and Menon and catch up. Percival, Sam, and Zelfer will head upstairs.
The second Percy walks in, where's your second pair of clothes?
I only wear pants.
Since
Fair
they are
enough.
doing this separate from everybody else, I will take them to Secret Secrets for a moment.
Can we go to Secret Secrets?
No. We're going to General now, because fuck you.
Everybody else gets to go to Secret Secret.
I want to go secrets. I've still never been.
So, you guys meet in the room together.
Okay, I take it the other two aren't joining us?
They are busy doing what you would call reconnecting.
Oh, they suit themselves.
We'll see them and we'll be able to fill them in as you would. When we are not surrounded by distractions in the form of long-haired men and
Okay.
men.
So, while you guys ran away, I was taken prisoner
We saw.
and aptly bailed out.
By whom?
So, the secret group, you remember the one strange man during the meeting who accused us
Yeah.
of something happening to the originator? He's also part of this group. And essentially, they control priests from the shadows. I believe their name was the Order of the One. They're the ones who are watching us. Zelfer, when you found them watching us in the room before the guards came, that was them.
Oh.
Essentially, they don't want us asking for help from priests.
Why?
They feel like they would rather use their assets to defend priests instead of helping us.
I mean, that's
However, they're going to make it look like we won the vote if we didn't genuinely win the vote. And they're going to send us a squad of elite soldiers, a rapid fire ballista that they're developing. Should be done in the next day or so, I believe. As well as yeah, that's pretty much it.
In return for what?
We have to. Do you remember that crazy mage guy who wanted help with an experiment during the meeting?
Yes, a little bit.
No.
I kind of do.
They want us to help him with his experiment.
Is that it? Just that?
That's all they asked for. Aside from don't ask for help.
And you didn't think to confer with us at all?
Well, you guys were gone, being dungeon pets to some vampire. or
Yeah,
whatever it
vampire.
was.
But you didn't say, "Oh, I'll confer with my group when they return."
No, because I feel like we got all the help that we would have gotten.
Doesn't that feel a little cheaty to cheat an election?
Oh, I don't think we'd lose the election anyway.
I don't know. I kind of pissed off a lot of people.
I feel like we genuinely got the support of the crowd.
Apart from the guys. who hate us.
Either way, win or lose the election, we're still getting the same help. The only thing is, if they make it look like we won the election, the people would be more favorable towards us.
Even though I threatened to kill a lot of people.
Yes.
Nice.
Aside from that, I hand both of you 100 platinum.
Whoa, that's a lot of platinum.
Wait, no?
You have not
No,
received that.
yeah, no.
You
I haven't?
mentioned 100 platinum.
You have not received any of that yet.
I'd hand both of you 10 platinum whenever I get it.
That you have not gotten.
When I get it.
You can't hand something.
Pay
to someone
attention,
before you get it.
DM.
But you can't hand anyone anything.
No, I told them when I get it, I will hand you 10 platinum.
That is more succinct.
You said from 100.
What the fuck, man?
How
Cheating
did-
me out of gold.
Why are we getting platinum?
Yeah, why are we getting
That
paid
is,
for them helping us?
Because that's part of the thing. So this platinum is going to be used to essentially equip us with whatever we need.
Ah.
Well,
And
okay.
we should be receiving 100 platinum total, of which 50 of it will be going towards Direwood for the restorations.
Fair. Question for you two,
Answer.
because you're technically the royalty. What happens if the king's alive?
I cry myself to sleep.
Technically speaking, I think the throne technically goes to me anyway.
Well, yes, but do we have a plan? Because we've talked
No.
a lot of big game about us like being better than him.
If the king is what Percy says he is, then he is not fit to rule, and I will relieve him of his role as king.
Do we, in theory, give him a trial for what crimes Percy says he has done?
I believe that's only fair.
I just, it's come to my... I've thought of it a few times of, we have a really good plan if we take over. But there seems to be a roadblock if this man still breathes.
If he is still alive, then I will be leaving and doing my own thing away from the farthest position that I can find from him.
Well,
I have no desire to see his existence any longer than I need to.
If he
If
is
he is as you
alive,
say he is, he would not be remaining in Direwood.
would you be there for the trial? You'd be a key point in it.
Yeah, I would find a way to either execute him. That's actually the only way I want it to turn out. So I don't know where else I was going with that.
Well, if he is as bad as you say and we can prove it, I kind of look to Sam. Is execution fair?
I mean, we've done executions before.
I'm new to this whole thing of not just killing people.
Well, fair trials are important.
Well, what do we do about Light? Because I believe he is all for bringing that man back.
I don't believe he is.
I thought he was. I thought he was very big on serving his king.
No, Light is the one who pointed out to me that I technically... I would be the king before he is king again.
King again. It'd be a interesting musical group name.
So, what is a musical?
Musical group? Musical instruments?
No.
What?
I'm only here to restore Direwood. After this, if this false king is still alive, after his trial, the kingship will likely go to Percy anyway.
Well, what happens to you?
I go live the rest of my life that I didn't get to live.
Well, all right. No further questions, Your Honor.
There's one more thing.
I just said no
Percy.
more further things.
Mm-hmm.
My God, he basically confirmed my suspicion. It appears that Zimmer was the one who brought me back to life.
That doesn't surprise me. Zimmer's kind of doing fuck all with whatever right now.
I just don't know why.
We'll find it out when we have him pinned against a wall with a blade to his neck, won't we? Or pinned against something else with a blade somewhere else.
I hope it ends
Wink.
up that way.
I hope we don't die, because that would be probably the worst outcome.
I think that would be the worst outcome, actually.
Close your face, DM.
Worst case scenario, we might be able to
See you
bargain.
getting ideas.
We might be able to bargain my life to get the rest of you out of there.
No.
Well, I mean, yes, we probably could. He has more of a grudge against me than you all.
I will not trade your
I don't
life for
know.
mine.
Six kind of roundhouse punched him to death instantly.
Well, I also slowly carved him to pieces.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
And
if
did
anything,
my best to keep him awake for
I'd
it.
give my life.
Well, if anything, I'll give mine.
Well, let's not talk about this. None of us are dying. We're gonna
Well,
kill this sick bastard.
In
We're
about
going
5
to
years, I'm
bring
going to
Direwood
die
back.
regardless. Because we haven't addressed that situation yet either.
Anything tries to take you, I'll kill them.
I really hope I have you behind me or with me when the giant lady comes back from the dust area to try to eat me. Because I don't think she's forgotten.
Well, that's all I got for you guys.
All right, Percy.
Well, I think that went a lot better than we all thought you would not live. Actually, none of us thought you would live.
We were planning your
why.
funeral.
I was
We even had the
cooperating with the
tombstone.
guards. There was no reason for them to kill me.
Well, I
There's
mean,
always a reason for anybody to kill anything. The guards stopped us at the gate because we were suspicious.
I could have summoned my weapons at any time, and realistically, I probably could have gotten out of there when I wanted.
But you didn't.
I didn't need to.
yeah, I don't know. I have an issue with authority. I say that in air quotes.
Well, trust your guards. 9 times out of 10, they're trying to help you.
Unless they're shooting UPS drivers, you know?
Zelfer, what is an ups?
Bum, 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 ba-ba-da.
Sorry,
Right.
sorry, the opportunity was there.
Shall I?
Yes, I head
Yep.
back down.
That's it.
All right.
I'm just gonna stay and pet my pups.
Before
And my
I head back
kids.
down, I do change clothing.
Okay. Sure.
And so I have my second, and I go back down, and I kind of wipe. The second I walk into the main room, I wipe my brow.
Okay. I'm gonna take you guys back, but you're not joining the group right away. Give me just 1 sec.
No problem, Dad.
They're back.
So,
Shut
Oh,
up, bitch.
God, that was so fucking hot.
the rest of the group, Judeo, Menon, Six, Bess. While your friends head upstairs to talk, you're there for a minute. I assume engaging in some conversation or awkwardly sitting there or catching up. I suppose is what
Yep.
you were doing.
We've done it already.
We were catching up. She told him about the whole other
Oh,
situation.
you guys actually already did it.
Yup.
Yeah,
I guess that's
we
fair.
just finished up.
Sure. While in the middle of your conversation, however, you are interrupted for a moment by a young human man with a little courier satchel who kind of walks into the inn, looks around and sees you guys and kind of cautiously approaches and says, "Hi, are any of you Samael?"
I am.
Right. Well, I have a message here from you, for you, from
you.
from
You sent this from the future. I'm here to deliver it to the past.
Of course. Please, hand it over.
I don't know. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day. And he turns around and walks out.
You grab him by the shoulder. No, you.
Sam, Zelfer, and Percy, you guys are still upstairs.
That's not for
Six,
you.
are you gonna open this, or are you just gonna hang on to it?
Is it
sealed? Leave it.
Sealed?
It
I like the monk's shenanigans.
it is a pretty discreet letter. It's just like basic parchment, but it does have like a little red, kind of rose wax seal sealing it. Yeah.
Nah,
Oh shit, he's got a
I won't break
girlfriend.
it then. I'll just pocket it.
Okay. You pocket. If you'd like to add it to your or I can add it to your inventory if you'd like.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
My intent is to essentially give it to Sam as soon as I see him, just so you're aware.
Hey, Jason, while I'm going through your inventory here, why do you... Well, so page 1, it's, it's a bunch of Six's stuff. Page 2,
I need to
also Six's
update
stuff.
that.
Page 3 is just Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig. Page 4 is also full of Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig, Jason Lorig.
I have no idea.
There's a
why
bunch
that-
of mini Jasons. I don't understand what's so difficult.
Here's
Yeah,
why I
what's-
was
understand
to
about
this
this.
man in a different realm.
Just a
Interesting.
bunch of Jason,
Jason.
clones. Just hey.
Okay.
How am I have so much weird shit in my inventory, but you somehow outdo me.
It's Jason, man. I don't think
I don't know if he outdoes a human spine or
I
one.
think-
What is it? 1 foot of spine.
No, it's a human spine and a dwarven pelvic bone.
Anyway. So you
And
you
an
take
eyeball
the
in a jar.
Are we gonna be going for much later?
We'll be wrapping up very shortly here.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, Claire. You can go night night soon.
I know it's already.
I gotta go night.
Yeah.
No,
it's fine.
no allowed night night.
While there's much more I'd like to get to, as per usual, as D&D goes, everything I think will take 10 minutes takes an hour, so it's okay.
Don't worry, Jason has to do his nightly skateboarding.
True.
No, not tonight. I just have to go to bed early so I can get on a plane.
True. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. But
Yes.
anyway,
Jason, are you bringing that sweet skateboard thing?
I can't. I'd have to pay like $120 to. Yeah, sorry. Otherwise, I would.
while you guys are catching up, you receive this message. Six pockets it. And I guess you continue with your catching up. Eventually, the other three come back down. First is Zelfer, who is in a completely different set of clothes. And the first thing he does is he wipes his forehead whew.
Oh, you guys.
Did you have fun up there?
Not a chance. It was terrible.
Oh,
What was terrible?
How old are you, Bess?
Can Percy,
no.
before he
18?
comes down, can he start doing jumping jacks in place and working up a sweat?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, you guys are weird.
Yeah, you guys just hear from upstairs. Yeah, and before they all come down, you just hear thump, 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 dum, from above, and then Zelfer comes down and wipes his brow in a different change of clothes.
And then not far behind.
Not far behind is a slightly sweaty Percy, and then Sam.
Sam?
Percy comes down and goes,
That's me.
Wow.
Well, at least it was good for one of you.
I hand over your envelope.
All right, so Sam, you are handed a sealed letter.
I read it.
You're gonna read it out loud for them.
Not out loud. I'm gonna read
lean
it.
over to Six and I say, that was the biggest shit I've ever taken.
I will. We'll send you the message.
Did you have fun?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I had to hold something, man. It was terrible for everyone.
Was it warm?
Hey,
Lovely
Zelfa,
voice.
round and sticky.
I see.
A stick.
Okay, thanks, Zelfa.
I was gonna say a stick as well.
Thanks, Zelfa.
You lies.
Okay, that I sent you the contents of the letter.
Mr. Six.
Cool.
Yes, Selfer.
Hi.
Hello.
Did you do all the catching up you wanted to do?
I believe so. We had a nice conversation.
Ah.
I
What
got
was the name of your friend?
something to do.
My
The,
friend?
the patchy man.
Wait, whom?
The patchy man with tattoos.
Oh, that. Oh.
Durafil.
Duracell, there we go.
Oh, yes.
Duracell.
Duracell
Battery.
batteries.
Duracell batteries.
I'm gonna send him a message later tonight.
Okay.
Sure, he
what do
keeps
you
going
want
and
to tell him?
going.
I'm also. I should
Aha,
probably.
sex innuendos.
I should
Ah.
probably update the commander.
What are you going to tell Duracell?
I'm gonna ask him a few questions.
Okay. Okay.
So, what are your guys' plans for the rest of the evening?
Is the Gobble back, Mr. Gobble back yet?
There's a young woman, a young human woman with long brown hair tied in a ponytail in the back, behind the bar.
I walk up to her.
Hi, how can I help you?
Do you come here often?
Is that a no? Not particularly.
Oh, I was gonna say we've been here a while and we just haven't seen you.
Well, every now and then, when there are festivities or other reasons that the inn might close, I am taken on for a little extra pay to keep the place open.
We've been here quite a few days, and I was like, oh, this person's new. So I figured I was to engage in the conversation with you.
Are you hitting on me?
I'm not hitting you.
Percy, hear this interaction taking place?
You all hear this.
After
He's
he
not
said
quite
that,
sure
I
what
would have
hitting
went
on.
over and also sat with Zelfer and just looked at him and said, "It's stop."
I'm so confused onto what's going on.
I mean, I'm not
Please
opposed
don't mind
to
him.
it.
He's not sure
I was just curious.
what it means.
Our friend here, I say, gesturing to Zelfer, he doesn't understand much of anything.
Well, I mean, I could recite multiple books to you.
Oh, really?
And poetry. I do enjoy poetry.
Please go ahead. She says
What's
with
going
a
on?
seemingly genuine smile.
I look at Percy. What's going on?
She
I
puts her
think she
elbows
wants to
on the
hear
bar and
poetry.
kind of leans in towards you. Go ahead. I'd like to hear some poetry.
This is strange.
I turn back at Six and I wink,
Uh-huh.
and then I wrap my arm around Zelfer and go, "He's mine. Step off."
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
No, I'm kidding. Have at him.
Jude would walk up to Zalfar and say, "Yes, because he is mine." And
I have a poem.
So, men in face palms so fucking hard.
So, is this some
Yourself a
sort of
concussion.
polyamorous relationship?
No, he's free.
No,
He's
no,
free.
They're
Please.
Stupid. They're just stupid. They're just stupid.
They're making jokes. The weird-eyed man is free.
No,
Judeo.
I'm free, and it's fun to make fun of the fish
She
boy.
leans back in. Well, you have funny friends. Are you funny?
I grab
Funny looking.
Percy kind of by the arm and start to
I high five
try to lead
Bess.
him away.
I'll go.
Okay.
Maybe we'll let them have a little conversation here.
I have a poem I do have memorized.
Please go ahead.
It's called "Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep."
Did you literally just
That's
Google
not-
like popular poetry?
Nope, I googled specifically what Zelfer would have read about, which is poetry about death.
That is so hot.
Do not stand at my grave and weep.
That's. I know this. That's Fry.
I know this one.
Yes, it is Fry.
That's
It is
Fry.
Fry.
I don't know the rest of the name. I just know Fry.
I am not there. I do not sleep.
I think we sang
thousand winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on
Remember that.
snow. I am
I
the
think it's
sun
like a
on
similar
ripened
song.
grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you're waking in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
Is that a riddle?
You want to hear
Blake, is
something
Kristen-
really, really funny? Actually,
What?
I just had to delete that from my Direwood notes because that was something that was going to be in the campaign later. That very poem. But that's out now.
Wow.
That's why I knew the poet.
Blake,
Because I was gonna use that, and you just used it. I can't use that anymore. I have to Oh fuck!
Hold on. What are the chances of all the poems I just spun through in the past 10 seconds?
I cannot believe. I just.
wanna
I
know
have
the
to.
worst part?
I can't use this
Get
anymore.
fucked.
Hold on. You want to know the worst part? I clicked on a random one.
I
I did not look. I did not look at the name. I scrolled through. It said 100 poems about death. I hit my scroll wheel and clicked.
Are you kidding me?
I was gonna use that exact poem. That's why I knew the poet. For Direwood. Son
That
of
was
a
all
bitch.
bullshit chance.
I can't fucking believe it.
I could not have planned this.
Get
Holy-
fucked. Holden, I think we have nothing to talk about on Sunday.
Son of
Or
a
Saturday.
bitch. Okay. She bats her eyelashes at you a few times and says, "That's a little grim, but I like it. Are you staying here tonight?"
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh my God, Zelf, we're gonna get some pussy. What the fuck?
Would you like
Get
some company?
some fuck.
Oh God.
Say
I-
yes, say yes, say yes.
Do not know what you mean.
Your whole party next year is all like, You're
Like, we want to see how this goes.
Are we going to?
Percival leans
reciting-
into 6 and goes, $10 says he blows it.
Are you kidding
he
me?
would
I
love
would
to.
bet all the. I would
$10
bet
says
all
she
of the-
blows it.
Are we going to be sitting and reciting poetry together?
We can start with that if that's what you'd like.
I am always interested in an intellectual conversation with another person.
Sure. What's your name?
Say,
The name's Zelfa.
Selfer. I'll find your room number. I'll find you.
Sam would walk up to the bar and like wave her in.
She comes over. Can I help you?
He'd whisper to her, he's never known the touch of a. You got to take the lead. Show him the ropes.
She whispers back. Then this should be fun.
Zelf is gonna get some fucking pussy.
Oh no, she's a top.
I think we all knew Zelfer was a power bottom.
So
Zelfer strikes me as a pillow princess, straight up.
I
You know
don't
what,
know what
thing?
that term means.
Based
I
off
don't know either, and
It
I'm
means
scared.
you just lie there, take it. And
No,
do
I
it.
don't. No, I think I'm good. I don't.
Based off everything I've built into Zelfer and the hours I've spent on this character, I have not thought about him in any sexual manner because it doesn't fit.
which is why this is so great.
Yeah,
It's-
it's why he is so confused.
you better hope it fits.
I mean, Zelfer does have a big penis.
Great.
Big fat
So
dick.
Didn't we roll
Did
for
you
it?
roll for it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Isn't
sure
Zelfer's
we
like
rolled.
disturbingly
I think-
huge?
I think
Zelfer's
Zelfer had
11
like a
inch.
monster cock by the roll.
I think it was an 11-inch dick.
Yeah.
It's on my bio and info. It is
Zelfer has
11
a
inches.
penis like a dog.
God.
Zelfer rolled for
pretty
monster
sure that-
cock.
She's gonna have a good time.
Yeah, this chick's gonna be following him around like a fucking duck.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
What
forgot
you mean the
Zelfer had a
walking
monster
or like,
cock.
Yeah, she won't be following him around. She won't be able to move.
just like a penguin? Just.
What the fuck?
So
Someone's getting their organs rearranged.
moving on, are there
Zelfer is good at that.
God! Does anyone have any other plans for the evening for their character? Anyone would like to do anything or say anything?
By the way,
Yeah,
good night,
yeah, yeah.
Clara.
Sam, go ahead.
Sam would go upstairs and start training his dog and his cat.
Okay.
Have you ever tried to train a cat?
You should train your dog to shit
But-
on command.
I'm sure he's probably had experience with animals in his past life. So I don't think training basic things would be that difficult.
I don't know,
mean,
man. I've
it'll-
had a
it'll
lot of
take a while.
cats.
Fuck cats, man.
I love my cats.
I love your cats too, but they're fucking impossible.
I'm just
to
gonna
keep.
train them basic things.
Okay.
Teach your dog how to shit on command.
Who is the party leader? Do you guys have like an actual party leader, or is it kind of just like
No.
6.
democracy? 6?
6 is,
Yes, what?
is like one of the only.
I would probably
original
say
party
that I
leaders.
would go up to 6 anyway, and I would ask 6. Would you and your party be in any need of my services?
We're always looking for a hand now and then.
No thanks, man. I don't swing that way.
I mean, how much do you
Because
charge?
I've noticed that you seem to be lacking in and I'm just going to is there anything on his person that I'd be able to sleight a hand really quickly and easily?
You could certainly try.
Yeah, I've got stuff.
I'd love to try to
The
slip
flask.
something.
Do
I
the
don't
flask.
really-
He'll punch you in the face.
Are you trying to do it
Yeah,
discreetly?
that would be good.
Basically, while in the middle of the conversation, that when I started up to him, it's like, I've noticed that you guys don't have anybody and like slip it out of his pocket and hold it up in midair.
Okay.
Somebody with delicate touch.
Gotcha.
Well, I would
Delicate touch, you say?
6.
God.
What might he grab just based on that sleight of hand check?
So, flask would be probably one of the most obvious things on me.
Sure.
That would be at my belt. Or a bottle of booze, something like that.
Right, so he pulls out your flask and says, yeah.
I reach
hand.
for it,
And I'd let him have it back.
and then I open it and go, "It's empty."
You bastard! You drank all of his booze.
I stare at you.
I hold my hands up. I did nothing.
All right. We're always in the mood for company. Yeah.
Right.
Besides, and I would kind of lean in this one a little bit closer to 6. Like, no offense, but I don't exactly trust your company to help keep And I would nod my head over to Menon, safe.
Shut
Oh.
up, Stone. Shut
Yeah,
up,
she's died,
Menon.
I say.
I've heard.
I nod.
So, in the interest of time
Wonderful.
and in wrapping up, I'm gonna go through real quick, or as quickly as I can. Menon, is there anything you would in particular like to do with the rest of your night?
Just drink and party and shit.
Damn, college.
Yeah.
Okay, so Men is gonna be hanging out and just drinking and just hanging out. She's gonna be having a good time at the bar
And also shitting.
and shitting.
Shit.
Yeah.
She's
Farting,
also going to
farting,
shit.
and farting and
6. What would you like to do with the rest of
Farting.
your evening before you guys bed down for the evening?
I would probably bring out the bagpipes and try to have a go with those while Menon's in the room
Have a
there,
good time
and
with
then
Men in play. Yeah.
sheepishly hand it back, maybe.
Of course. Oh god.
Well,
So
that's
Menon
fun.
gets drunk.
Meanwhile.
Okay. Judeo, anything you'd like to do for the rest of the evening?
Yeah.
I'd probably put myself in the corner, just kind of watching over the group, keeping an eye on everybody as I just carve a piece of wooden block with one of my psionic knives.
Of course. Can do. So, despite being drunk, Menon's still playing quite well.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Percival, what would you like to do with the rest of your evening?
I'm gonna talk to the goblin.
The goblin.
We were at the goblin.
The
He's not here
goblin
tonight.
is not. The goblin is not in. The goblin.
Then I am going to talk to the person behind the counter. I thought they were
Sure.
both there though.
Fucking
No.
hate
Okay,
you.
you flag her down again. She goes, "How can I help you?"
Is there roof access in this building?
I'm not honestly all that familiar. Probably, maybe.
May I go up there?
I'm sorry. If there is, I wouldn't know where it is.
Is your fire escape up to code?
May I look around for it, perhaps?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend going up on the. Why?
Because it's nice to look at the whole city from a distance.
She kind of looks around. Listen, it's not my. If you find a way to climb up from outside, that's none of my concern.
Sounds good to me. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How tall is the building?
Being a 2-story building, you're probably looking at
6'4".
You're probably looking at least 20 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna stand on the ground and teleport up.
Okay, you to the roof, and you have a kind of nice view. I mean,
Nice.
you don't see over every rooftop, but it's a
Is
nice
it like
little
a flat roof, or how is it?
It's like a very wide A.
Okay. Is it there room to like sit?
You could probably sit. Yeah, that's not an issue.
Gotcha.
You
All right,
could
then I'm gonna
and just
sit and
enjoy it.
stargaze for a while.
Cool. Sure thing. Sam.
Which stars are yay?
Training the
You
pets.
don't want to know.
Yes, you are going to attempt to do that. We will deal with that later. Bess, are you with us? She might be getting ready for bed, honestly. I'm just gonna assume that Bess would probably.
Yeah, I'm here. I would just follow 6 around for the night and do.
So you're hanging out with
Sorry,
Menon
I
and
gotta
6.
go to bed.
No, it's okay. We're wrapping up.
Okay.
And because I figured you have a couple things to do, Zelfer, we will wrap up with you.
Apart from, I'm gonna take it back. I'll be right back to the lady who is making me somewhat uncomfortable. But I will head up to my room, and I will send sending to the commander.
Would you like to go to Secrets for this, or would you eventually, to some degree, report to the party?
This one I'll relay to the party. The Duracell one would be by myself.
So we will stay here for that. Go ahead.
Hello! All is well. Things got figured out much quicker than I anticipated. We are pretty sure we got help. Talk to you later. Bye!
Okay.
TTYL.
Okay. So I will tell you, his response. It's a little late, but yeah. You would hear, Zelfer, it's good to hear from you. Good to know. If you could send more specifics, that would be good. We could use you back very soon. Thank you.
All right. And then if you want to go with wrapping up, I can stay later and we can do the Duracell one off.
Sure thing.
Just me and you. That way. And then I will try to only keep engaged in an intellectual conversation with the bartender.
Okay. Why don't you make, since you're trying to keep it intellectual, why don't you do 2 things for me? Make, before I wrap up, a general charisma check and a general intelligence check. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you guys, those who are hanging out down here, you watch Zelfer actually hold, like, a pretty decent conversation. He is very smart, but in his conversation with her, he doesn't, like, he uses a lot of jargon and doesn't convey things entirely well. So, like, it's a relatively intellectual conversation, and he's going into, arcane stuff. And she doesn't seem to fully comprehend. He doesn't explain very well, but he definitely very well holds her attention. And you even notice, like, it's odd for Zelfer. He's a very awkward guy, but he's showing a bit of charisma. Like, he's holding the conversation very well while you guys are hanging out and playing your instruments and drinking.
I nudge Percy and I say, "Our boy's growing up."
And with that, we will wrap up, and next time see if Zelfer gets some.
Zelfer got some.
He will straight up start screaming.
Yeah.